welcome back to my office. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to become a delivery driver to the tool store and we're going to be working for them. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the secret channel. Don't tell anyone. And I think we should begin with the video. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, American Plains Money. And today we have a warehouse job, kind of, because we're going to be delivering so many supplies and materials and helping the Plain Tool Store restock because they're very low on supplies. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. So let's begin. We have our beautiful GMC Denali Ultimate right here. Let me hop in. I'm gonna turn on this bad boy and we are gonna make our way towards the trailer store because the first task is to pick up a trailer so we can put up and load all of these materials and then take them to the Plain Tool Store. So we have a very busy day today because if you look carefully, it is 9 a.m. and we have less than 5 hours to go and grab up multiple pallets of seeds and grab a bunch of hay bales so we can drop them off at the store. So let's begin by turning our signals and making a left turn, and then we're gonna drive down and make our way towards, actually, you know what, we can actually make a right turn right here. Let me just turn on my blinkers and go through the back of the car wash because this is kind of like a little secret path, so make sure you guys don't tell anyone. But that is pretty much on what is on today's agenda, is go pick up this trailer, which we're gonna do right now, and then start making our way towards the warehouse where they have all the pallets of seed, and then we're gonna go and grab some hay bales at a farm that my buddy has. But for now, let me get this thing connected, throw down the tailgate, and boom, look at that. And before we do actually end up leaving, let me quickly pull up my tailgate because I kind of have a pet peeve when that thing is down, and take a look at my awesome running boards. Look at that, so fancy. All right, no playing around, guys, no more jokes and games. We have to get serious because we do not have too much time. And oh my goodness, look at that, it's already 10 p.m. You see, you guys, we have a little bit of fun and time just flies so fast. But let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here. Beautiful turn. So my plan is to fill this trailer right here that we are carrying with at least like 3 pallets of seeds, and then fill up the rest of this trailer with hay bales. I think we're gonna go and pick up some of the square hay bales because if we try to pick up the other type of hay bales that are kind of like big circles, then those things are just gonna roll off and we're not gonna be able to take them to the tool store. But anyways, as you guys can see, we have now arrived at the APMC. We're gonna go and start loading in the trailer. I think I might back into this, who knows. Wait, should I enter through here? Because I do believe there's another entrance on this side of the building and I feel like it would be easier. We could just enter through here and then exit from this side. You know what, that is a good idea. Let me open up this door, and then once this opens, we're gonna go inside and then open this one as well, so we can just go around and make it easier for us. Since we are on a limited time, we cannot be wasting time. Every single second counts. So let's quickly go around. I'm gonna try not to hit any of these buildings and let's start pulling in. And oh my goodness, this is gonna be a super tight turn, and look at that. All right, I think I'm doing a really good job, you guys. I'm gonna throw my truck and park and turn off the engine, so let's quickly get off. I was gonna throw down the ramps, but I think I could just load up the pallets of seeds on the side, so let's quickly do that. I'm gonna hop in, let me turn this thing on, and let me turn on the lights because we are gonna be using this forklift. And do not worry, you guys, I am forklift certified, so you guys can trust me with this machine. All right, so we have the first pallet connected. Let me start raising them, and then we're gonna get closer to the trailer and start loading these bad boys. Let me just align myself, and then I'm gonna start unloading them just like so, and boom, look at that, we have our first pallet loaded on top of the trailer. Now let me just lower the forks because we're gonna grab our second one, and boom, that was easy. Let me start raising the forks because we're gonna put it right next to the first one. Let me continue raising this, and I believe this one is gonna go right here. So let me unload this. It is starting to look really good. Let me just finish off this job, or I guess this section of the job, by getting another pallet of seeds and loading up the trailer. Let me carefully do this, unload, and boom, look at that, we are officially done with loading up the pallets of seed. Let me just get this forklift parked right here in the corner. I'm gonna lower the forks first because I don't want anyone to poke their eyes out, and then let me turn off the hazard lights and turn off the engine, and boom, that is perfect. Now before we actually head out, let me close the door on this side of the garage, and then we're gonna be able to hop into our truck and get out of here. You know what, I should probably close the garage door on this side as well. Let me quickly do this. Uh-oh, is this thing gonna fall? That thing better not fall. If it falls, I am so cooked, you guys, because that means that we're gonna have to make our way back and grab another pallet of seed. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's start making our way towards the farm. And now the farm that we gotta make our way towards, hold on, let me just make sure this thing does not fall. All right, my pallets of seeds are still on. Now, like I was saying, the farm is gonna be right down the street. Actually, let me just quickly check my map, and it's gonna be right here. So let's make a right turn on this intersection. I'm gonna turn on my blinkers just like so, and let's start turning. Alrighty, everyone, we have arrived at the second property. Well, I guess my buddy's house, like I was talking about earlier today, and we're gonna pick up these square hay bales and load up the trailer with them. By the way, I don't know what time is it. We're gonna check right now. Hopefully we are still doing pretty good on time, but I'm gonna park my truck right there and let's check the time. And then we have less than 2 hours. Oh my goodness, we gotta hurry up. All right, so for this job I will pull down the ramps because it's gonna be easier for me to grab the hay bales and then walk up. I don't want to be jumping and then hurting my back, because if I do, then I'm probably not gonna be able to do APM videos for a while. And oh my goodness, this is so heavy. Holy moly guacamole, this is so heavy. All right, so we're gonna get our first one loaded up right here on the corner, and then let me grab another hay bale, and then we're gonna fill up this side of the trailer. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible because this is so heavy, you guys. So let's put this hay bale right here. Let's continue with our third one. There's no way I could do this. I'm not sure how anyone can do this. All right, let's place our second hay bale. And how many more do we need? We need about 1 2 3 4 5, like 6 more hay bales. Hopefully we have enough time to finish this job because I really want to get paid. So let's load up the fifth one. I think this is the fifth one. Is this the fifth one? Wait, 1 2 3 4 5th. Yeah, this is the fifth one. Now this one is gonna go on this side right here, so let's put that one there. And I think we can put like 2 more. I don't know, let's see. Oh, actually, you know what, we could put like 3 more. If not, then I'm gonna try my best to squeeze in more, because the more we can put in, then the more they can pay us. All right, so let's place this one right here. Let me get a little bit closer, and okay, let's go. We're almost done, you guys. I'm really hoping that these hay bales do not fall, but let me place the last hay bale, and boom, look at that. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, about 9 hay bales. So let me throw up the ramps just like so, and I think we are now ready to go. Let me just make sure the ramps are nice and connected so we can get out of here, which it looks like everything is going perfect and smooth. So let me hop into my pickup and let's start getting out of here. I'm gonna try to drive as slow as possible because we cannot be losing any of our materials, because one hard turn is probably going to end in a disaster and half of our supplies on the ground, and we do not want that. So let's make a left turn right here. Everything seems to be still on our trailer, and now the plain tool store should be located right here across the trailer store and located right here. But with that in mind, we have the intersection, which means we can make a right turn. So let's start pulling in, and then we're gonna be able to pull into the plain tool store. Is that the name of the spot? For a second I thought I was wrong. All right, so I think we gotta turn this thing around. I'm gonna have to do some type of U-turn, so my driving skills are gonna have to pay off right here. Oh my goodness, I might actually be the GOAT at this game. I am impressed with myself. All right, so it looks like I need to open up the garage. All right, so before I actually finish up backing up, I gotta open up the garage door so we can unload all of this stuff. I'm gonna try to get as close as possible. I don't know how to open that, so I think I need to go inside and open it. So let's go inside the store and go through the back and try to open that garage door, because I cannot open it from the back. So let's open up the doors. Hold on, let me just close this so none of the employees have access to this. And oh, there's another office right here, and look at that, we have another forklift ready to be used. And here's the button of the door, so let's click it and it should now be opening all the way to the roof so we can finish backing this thing up. Now I think I should probably take the forklift out first so we can back this trailer up. So let me quickly do this. I'm gonna turn this thing on, turn on the hazard lights. I'm gonna leave it parked right here, so let's quickly jump right back into my truck and finish this job. All right, so I'm gonna park it right here just to unload the hay bales, and then we'll move it right back forward so we can pick up those pallets of seeds. But for now, let's quickly do these hay bales. I don't know where they want them. I'm gonna try to put them right here. I don't know if it's gonna be a good spot. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that works. So let's finish up by removing all of these hay bales. I think I'm gonna try to stack them. If that works, oh, look at that, that's looking amazing. So let me throw one right here. There we go. And then I'm gonna fix this one. I think it might need to go on its own spot, so let's place it right there. You know what, I should probably put a hay bale on each kind of what is this, like shelves. I think that would be pretty cool. So let me continue picking up all the hay bales. I feel like I'm not doing any progress, and oh my goodness, oh no, open. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. All right, so let me continue by picking up the hay bales and putting them on the shelf. So this one's gonna go right here. How many more do we have? I feel like I've been doing this forever. All right, we got 3 more to go. We're almost done with this job. I'm gonna try to put this one on top. I don't know if that is gonna work. Oh, it does work. All right, nice. All right, finally we are on to our second to last one, and this one is gonna go right here on the second shelf. And let's grab the last one. Let's go. I am so happy. We're almost done. I'm gonna place this one on the second shelf as well. So there you go. It's kind of on the edge, so kind of living like me on the edge. That is done. I think I'm gonna pull up the ramps, and then I'm gonna start to try to unload these pallets of seeds, but one of them ended up falling from my trailer. I'm gonna go in the forklift and I'm gonna try to pull it out with the forks. So let me quickly lower this a little bit, and boom, look at that. I am a genius, you guys. That's why you guys watch the best YouTuber, which is me. I'm gonna move my truck a little bit forward so we can have space to go inside and load up these pallets of seeds. I can grab this pallet once again and go inside so we can deliver it. Unload, and boom, I might have broken the other pallet. Whoops, that's fine. We're gonna continue with loading up the second pallet, raise the forks, and I actually don't know where this one is gonna go. Let's see if there is any space. I don't think there's any space, so I might just line them up right here. That's good right there. Unload, and boom, perfect. I think that was a kind of a really high drop. I did not mean to do that. Grab this pallet, and we're gonna go back inside and we're gonna drop these, and this one is gonna go right here. Awesome. Now the forklift, I'm probably gonna leave it right out here because I don't think it should be inside of the warehouse, especially that there is not any more space. So let's leave this parked right here. So we have all of the hay bales inside the warehouse, and we have the 3 pallets of seeds ready to be used and restocked. But before we do leave, let me just close the door, let me press on the button, and let's start making our way out of here. I'm gonna quickly drop this trailer off right at the trailer store, but anyways, I'm gonna start making my way back home, and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, home sweet home. We are now back at my house. I'm gonna quickly turn around and get my beautiful GMC Denali Ultimate parked right here on my driveway. Now let me throw this in park, turn it off, and boom, what the hell? What the heck just happened to my truck? I think I'm being haunted, you guys. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Alrighty, let me grab this. My hat. Oh yeah, I gotta grab my hat. I am now ready to go to the firefighter station. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to become a firefighter. So we're gonna make our way towards the firefighter station because I am now all ready. Look at my amazing outfit. I think we are now ready to make our way over there. But before I do leave, let me close up the door. There we go. The door should be now closed, and I think we are gonna be taking the work truck because we are gonna be doing some real business today. So let's make our way towards the firefighter station. Let me quickly also change the drivetrain on this from 2-wheel to 4-wheel, just like that, because I kind of feel like it's faster, and it does have much more better traction. But we are gonna be making a right turn onto this road, so let's make a right turn. You guys, I am so excited to be working today because when you're a firefighter, you don't know what kind of jobs you're gonna be doing for the day. But as you guys can see, it is a beautiful day. We're gonna be working for about 6 to 7 hours.
6, 7.
So it's not gonna be too much of a long shift. And there it is. I see the firefighter station in the distance. So we're gonna make a left into this nice neighborhood. Super quiet. And I think I'm gonna park up my truck around right here. So I'm gonna back this thing up and I'm gonna park it right onto the side right here. Oh, do not hit the wall. That could have been really bad. All right, so we are now parked up, ready to go inside and clock in for the day. I wonder what kind of jobs we're gonna be doing today. So let's open up this door. There we go. And ooh, APM fire and rescue. Okay, so this is the spot where I gotta clock in. So let me press this button and we should now be ready to take some calls. So I don't know what time or when the calls are gonna start coming in. So I think I'm gonna go and start cleaning my truck. Let's walk in the garage, and oh my goodness, look at this truck. Yo, this truck is nice. There's no way I'm gonna be driving this thing. Dude, this thing is a beauty. I kind of want to check out what's right behind here. Ooh, oh, this is a nice view. Look at this. We got a nice view of the river right here. Not bad. And oh, I think we're getting a call. Oh, okay. Let's go. We gotta close that. No, close. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we have our first call. Let me open up the door. I'm gonna get in the pickup. We're gonna start turning on the light bar and the amber light, and we should probably turn on the sirens as well. Look at that. We are now making our way towards the first house. So it's gonna be an emergency, which means we can go through any stop sign without stopping. But it looks like the first call is coming near the police station. Actually, there's gonna be a house where we're gonna be able to help. So let's see if we can find this house. Okay, so the police station is right there, and the house, oh, I think the house is gonna be right here. So let's pull in. Oh my goodness, I hope everyone is okay, or maybe no one's home, but I don't see any fire. I think we got the wrong house, you guys. Already, everyone, I just got a phone call of the address, and it's actually gonna be further down this dirt road, and I think I might have just hooked in his mailbox. Whoops. I see. So this is the house that we are going to be saving. Okay, so let's pull in. Maybe there's gonna be a fire right here. There's no fire. I don't know. I don't see no fire. Let me turn off the siren because this thing is super loud. And oh my goodness, yo, no way, the house is on fire. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness, we gotta turn on the hose. Let me press this button, and then I'm gonna get on top, and we're gonna start turning on the water. Come on. Oh no, this is really bad. All right, we gotta tilt down the hose. Come on, a little bit more down. Okay, there we go. I think it's working, you guys. We're almost done. This thing is pretty strong, I'm not gonna lie. And there you go. The fire is now off, which means I can turn off my hose, and look at that. We managed to turn off the fire, and we managed to save the house. Look at that. The owners are gonna be so happy. But it looks like I'm getting a call right now, and it looks like it's going to be at a farm. What? A tractor's on fire? Oh my goodness. It looks like tractor is on fire, so we are gonna make our way towards the farm. I think the farm is gonna be near where I live, actually. Well, kind of. It's gonna be at the intersection where I normally turn, so we're gonna make our way towards that farm right now. I'm not gonna turn on the sirens because it is super loud, you guys, but understand that this is still an emergency. But I cannot believe we managed to save that first house from burning down. If I would have arrived 1 minute late, then that house would have been completely toast, you guys. But we have another call, which is going to be a tractor now, and I don't know what's going on with all these fires, but the tractor should be around here somewhere. I don't see it. Oh, I think the tractor's right there. Hold on. I think we need to enter through the farm, and then we're gonna make our way towards the little path and then help out the tractor. So let's pull into the farm, and then we're gonna go on the little path. There we go. And here's gonna be the tractor. I'm gonna start slowing down because I don't think this tractor looked completely fine. Because if we take a look at, what is that? Is that smoke? You guys see that? Oh my goodness, look at that. The wheel is on fire. Oh my goodness, we gotta turn this thing off. All right, so let me get in, and we're gonna quickly turn off this fire by getting inside the hose. So I'm gonna jump on top of the truck, and we're gonna turn this thing on. Actually, you know what, let me turn this first all the way around. Alrighty, I turned the hose around. I'm gonna turn it on, and oh, that is super far away. Hold on, I think I need to fix the distance on this thing. Dude, I am watering their crops right now. I think I need to go more towards the left. Hold on. All right, now this should be perfect. Yes, we're hitting the fire. Oh my goodness, we should be able to turn this thing on. Hold on, let me get on top. Turn it a little bit towards the right. I mean, towards the left. Come on, it's almost out. I think it's out. Let's go and check if the fire is out. And oh my goodness, I am getting completely wet, you guys. But we managed to turn off the fire of the tractor right here. Let me quickly turn this thing off. Dude, I did not expect I was gonna get this wet. So we're gonna turn off the water. There we go. And look at that. The tractor is completely safe from being burnt out, because imagine if the fire would have spread towards the engine right here. Dude, I would have been so cooked. But we're gonna park this thing right on the side. I'm also gonna turn on the hazard. There we go. We're gonna park it right here, turn off the engine, and that's another successful save for the best firefighter in APM, which is me, you guys. I'm the best firefighter. Alrighty, everyone, I think that is gonna be it for all the jobs. I still haven't received any calls, so I'm gonna turn off my amber lights. I almost crashed into that stop sign. Did you guys see that? And then I'm also gonna turn off my light bar, and I just noticed I'm a little bit low on gas, so before I do head to the station, I'm gonna turn around right here and pass through the gas station and quickly grab some diesel, because this thing is running super low on gas right now. So let's quickly pull in. You know what, we should have gone to the brand new truck stop. I think they got burgers over there, but this is gonna work. Let's put in some diesel into the truck. There we go. Oh my goodness, gas is super expensive, you guys. So let's get out of here and make our way back to the station. That was actually pretty fast. So I'm gonna turn this thing around a little bit more, and oh, wait a minute, no way, you have to be joking with me. I just got another call of a kitchen fire at a house, which is gonna be right down there. Let me quickly show you guys on the map. It's gonna be right at this house right here. So I guess we gotta go and save them and make sure their house doesn't burn as well. So we're gonna turn those light bar back on and the amber lights, and we are now ready for action. So we're gonna make sure the road is clear. Let's quickly go through, and I can't believe we were almost done with our shift until we got this call right now, but that is fine. We're doing a good thing. We're doing a good service for the people. So if you guys take a look, this is going to be the house where apparently there's a kitchen fire. So let's pull in. in. We're gonna put this thing in park and let's go inside. All right, let's bust down the door and I don't see, wait, where's the kitchen? Is the kitchen in here? Oh no, what the heck? What about here? Oh, this is the laundry room. And what about this? Oh, this is the garage. What the heck? Where is the kitchen? And oh my goodness, no way, there's actually a kitchen fire going on right now. Yo, we gotta grab the truck. Let me open that back up. And how are we gonna do this? Oh, you know what? I have an idea. We can just break through the window and then spray water inside the house. So let me quickly adjust myself. We're gonna park up the truck right here and let's see if this works. Hold on, let me break the window first. There we go. The window is now broken and we're now gonna get into turn on the hose. Come on, please work. Am I too far away? I'm too far away. I guess I have no choice but to fix up my position, which I think I'm gonna go a little bit more down here. And is this good? Wait a minute. I think I'm now too far away. I think I could raise the hose. Hold on. Let me see if this works. Oh, I just realized this is not good. All right. Third time is a charm. Let's see if we can get this thing turned off. I'm gonna bring down the hose just like so. And then we're gonna move it towards the left into the window, which it looks like it is now working. Let's go. I think the fire is out now. All right, so let's go inside and check if the fire is completely off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a genius, so make sure you guys are subscribed for more smart content like this. So let's go inside and look at that. I am a genius. Oh my goodness. And what a perfect shot with the hose. Look at that. What did I say, you guys? I'm the man. Oh yeah, that means we can turn off the hose. Oh, hold on, that's the passenger seat. Let me get in the hose, turn that thing off, and I think we are now officially done with becoming a firefighter. So we're gonna go back to the station and get this fire truck back so they can service it so it can be ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna turn off the emergency lights, the light bar, and the amber lights because it is no longer an emergency. Look at that. I'm also gonna be super honest, you guys. I am very hungry. I cannot wait to go home. I'm probably gonna eat like 2 cheeseburgers. But anyways, we are back at the station. I'm gonna get this thing parked up. I'm gonna begin by opening the garage door and then we're gonna back this thing up completely inside. So let me carefully do this. Oh, don't hit the wall. All right, and boom, we are done. Put that thing in park, turn off the engine. I just gotta go inside the building. Oh, gotta open that first. Gotta go inside the building. I'm gonna quickly clock out, press the button. There we go, and we can now take our beautiful 6-figure super expensive GMC Denali back home because we are done with today's firefighter shift. And not only that, look at that, the sun is about to go down, which we managed to do just in time. Alrighty everyone, we are now back home, so let's pull into the driveway because we're gonna get this thing parked up in my driveway. So I'm gonna turn it around, go a little bit on the grass, but that's fine. Put it in park, turn off the engine, and we are officially done with the day. If you guys love this mission, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. No way, look at this. Yo, we did it. I am now ready. What is up everyone, welcome back to another video. Look at my beautiful outfit that we are going to be using today. Let me step out and admire this gorgeous sunrise as well. In today's video, we are going to be building a bridge to this brand new neighborhood right here. I think we're going to be putting the bridge somewhere around this river, and then we're going to be able to cross onto that part of the land, which if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I think we should begin with the video. All right, so we got to be taking the work truck today because we are going to be working very hard today. So let me quickly pull this thing out and we are going to make our way towards the trailer store because that is going to be the, actually, you know what, I don't know if we're going to go to the trailer store. First we got to go and pick up our work vehicle because although this is like the perfect work truck, I don't think I can use it because I'm going to be working for the city. So I got to go and pick up one of the city vehicles right now, which is actually not at the trailer store, and it's going to be, I think, at the seed place, which I think it should be, I think, on this dirt road right here. So let me turn on those blinkers and let's pull into here. All right, so we've pulled in and then we're gonna pull into the seed place, which should be on the right side. Look at that, there it is. That's the sign right there. I'm also gonna try to finish this job before the afternoon does fall, because this is going to be a really heavy job and I don't want to be doing this at night. So I'm going to leave my truck parked right there. We're going to leave it looking amazing, and we're going to pick up one of these company trucks, which I think I might take this one right here. I think this is the truck that we are going to be picking up. So let me hop in. There we go. And let's start making our way towards the trailer store so we can pick up the bridge that we are going to be using in today's build. And we'll probably head over to the tool store because we're going to go and grab some cones as well, because we got to close down the main road, or I guess one of the roads from the brand new neighborhood. And I want to make sure I do not have any accidents, because you know how people are. They're kind of like me. They can be a little bit clumsy. So we're going to try to avoid all of that. And then we're going to pull into the trailer store, which is right here. So here we are. We're at the trailer store and we are going to get this trailer connected. So I think we're going to slowly back up and get it connected to the hitch. There you go. We are now connected and we are going to pull into the plain tool store quickly, because I told you guys we got to go and get those cones right now. So I guess let me park up right here on the side, and I think it's a really good time to turn on my emergency lights and my arrow board. So let me turn everything on. I want to make sure no one crashes into that gigantic trailer. Look at that thing. That is going to be a really big bridge in today's video. So let's go inside, and I do see the cones all the way in the back of the store. So let me grab both of these. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be using, but I think it's always good to be safe than sorry and grab both of them. And let's also walk around the store just to make sure we are not missing anything. All right. Oh, we could grab a shovel. I don't know if we're gonna need it, but we're probably gonna throw this in the back of my bed, which I think we are pretty much done. I mean, I could put one of these American flags once we're done, just to kind of flex on everyone that we have conquered the land. But before I do that, let me quickly check out all of my items. There we go. How much? It's free? I heard it's free. Okay, thank you. It's free. All right, so we are now gonna hop in the truck. Boing, 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 and then we are gonna start making our way. Actually, we know. Wait. We gotta go and get some hay bales. Hold on. I almost left without getting some hay bales. So I guess let me quickly reverse this super long trailer into here, and then we're gonna quickly grab some hay bales, because that is gonna help us build our bridge. So let's park that up right there. And did I really do a good job? Oh, I kind of backed up a little bit, but this is gonna work fine. Let me just quickly lower the dovetail. There we go. So it's gonna be way easier if we load up the hay bales if we do this. So let's do that. And before we grab these hay bales, I am gonna put some of my things right here in the back. So let me put some of my cones, since sadly it does not fit into my gigantic pocket, which by the way, don't ask how big my pockets are. And we are gonna place them right here, just like so. Dude, this is gonna be a lot of cones. I did not know that. So let me quickly finish up putting all of these cones. There we go. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. All right, time to put the shovel down, and then we're gonna put our American flag. You know what? I'm gonna put this one in our bed right there. So let's do that. I think that looks pretty sick. And then we can finally grab our hay bales, which are gonna be extremely heavy. Oh my goodness, yo, this is so heavy. I'm just gonna place it right here. Let me just leave it right at the front. So you go right there. Let me grab my second hay bale. There we go. Oh my god, this is so heavy, you guys. My back is gonna hurt tomorrow. You know what? Let's just throw that down right there. Oh dude, I think the goal is to get like 5 more, and that should be good. I don't think we're gonna need that many. Let me grab 2 more of these, and we should be able to get out of here and start building this bridge using this trailer right here, which is gonna be insane, you guys. So let me grab 1 more hay bale. I think it's gonna be 5. So let me quickly count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know if that's enough. Hold on. Let me quickly grab 2 more. I'll be right back. All right. So I managed to grab a couple more. I think I got 2 or 3 more, but now it should be 100% ready to take to build this new bridge. All I gotta do is raise up the dovetail like so. There we go. And we are gonna head over to the spot where we're gonna be building this amazing bridge. So let me quickly pull out. Look at that gigantic trailer, dude. We have a lot right now. This is pretty crazy, you guys. So I think the road that we gotta take is gonna be in the back. So let me slow down, and then we're gonna make a huge turn like so. There we go. And the road should be, oh, I think it's gonna be right here. All right, let's pull it right here. And wait, am I correct or am I wrong? Oh wait, I'm right. Yes, this is gonna be the correct correct way to build the bridge. So we're gonna build the bridge right here. This is gonna be the spot that we are gonna be using. So I think we're probably gonna connect it somewhere around here between these 2 points right here. I'm gonna try. Actually, I was about to say I'm gonna try to shovel, but before I do shovel, I gotta close down the road. Oh my goodness, I am so clumsy. So let me quickly pick up all of these cones so we can start closing the road. I forgot. I do not want any car crashes to happen. Oh my goodness, I'm starving. I need some food, by the way. But I'll do that once I finish doing this for you guys. So let's close up the main road. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Is that enough? I think that's enough. I'm gonna try to close this side of the road now. So let me quickly place some cones. There you go. Dude, someone's gonna come and cut that grass. Look at that grass, dude. It's all overgrown. Maybe I should do it. Or I should call my enemy, 13-year bros. He should come and cut the grass and put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag. Alright, so we successfully closed that side of the road. All I'm gonna do is close this side of the road, which should be these last 2 cones. There. Oh, I have one more. We could just like throw it somewhere around here. Whoops. We got that side and that side closed. Now is gonna be the part where we're gonna take off the hay bales. So let me take off all of these hay bales. We're gonna put them in my gigantic pockets, which, by the way, don't ask how big my pockets are. Never ask me how big my pockets are. Anyways, let me grab the last hay bale, and now this is gonna be the moment of truth because we gotta get this trailer across, which I don't know if that's gonna be easy. That might be a little bit difficult. So I'm gonna try to do this. Let me just quickly remove the American flag. I'm gonna place it here for now with some of these hay bales. There we go. And I am not gonna lie, you guys, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if this is gonna be successful or we are going to fail, which I don't think I've ever failed in my life. So let me hop in. There we go. We are now inside the truck. The goal is to pretty much place it across the river. I think yeah, that's gonna be extremely difficult, but we are not gonna give up. Back it up. Back it up. All right, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna try to slowly pull it down. Oh, whoa, be careful, don't go too fast. All right, come on, build a bridge. This looks more difficult than it seems, you guys. Come on, we're gonna try to back this thing up, but this thing keeps getting stuck. Hold on. Oh no. All right, careful. I think we might need some more power, so let me quickly step. Oh, hold on, that's the wrong way. All right, let me quickly step on this. Come on, go. Oh man, what if I try to get some speed from here? So in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Come on, you can do it. Oh no. Oh, I think this might take longer than expected, so I am gonna quickly work on this and I will be right back. Alrighty, everyone, you won't believe this. Guess what I just did? If we walk over here, we just built the first bridge in APM. Oh my goodness, I just fell. Whoops. We just built the first bridge in American Plains mudding. This thing actually works. We're gonna be taking the truck right there and we are gonna try to drive it over the bridge, and then we're gonna do a quick test right now and see if this thing does not move. So let's try out our test jump in 3, 2, and 1. Come on. All right, everything looks good. All right, I think it passes the jump test. And now I'm gonna quickly come over here because we're gonna grab some of these hay bales. So let me grab this hay bale and let me grab that one. I've got all of the hay bales on my hand. All we gotta do is place them. Oh, hold on, this thing is kind of tipping over. Oh no, this is kind of scary, you guys. Hopefully it does not fall when we are placing these hay bales. So I guess the first hay bale is gonna go right here. I'm gonna try to kind of create this kind of path so the vehicles can go on top of it without any issues. So let me place that there, and then we're gonna place another one there. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty good. Look at that, we got some nice ramps going on. Hopefully this works. If this doesn't work, then I give up. All right, is that it? I don't think we need any more. I could put some more hay bales for extra support. And now let me see if this thing tips over. Oh, look at that, it's got way more support. It's way more sturdy. All right, let me go here. Look at that, this thing does not move anymore. All right, so let me quickly get in the truck and we are gonna test out this bridge right here. I am not gonna lie, you guys, I am pretty nervous, but we have no other choice but to test this bridge out. But before I do, I'm gonna put my American flag, because actually we could put it right around there once we've crossed successfully. So I guess that's gonna be the goal, is to successfully cross the bridge and put the American flag. So I think we should begin in 3, 2, and 1. Oh no, I'm so nervous. No way, look at this. Yo, we did it. No freaking way. W's in the chat. We have successfully conquered this area. Oh yeah. Now I guess the real question is, can we cross back into the new neighborhood? Let's turn this thing around. Let me do a little U-turn right here, and then we're gonna try to see if we can now across back. So let me carefully do this. Oh no, this is pretty nerve-wracking. All right. No way, this actually works. This is the first bridge I have ever done in APM. Look at that, dude. We can pretty much go back and forth without any issues. So honestly, if you guys want to try this, make sure you guys do. It's super fun, and honestly, it's not that hard. Let me just go back for one last time, and holy moly, I gotta see the chat filled with W's. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this insane video of me building the bridge for the first time in APM, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. So yeah, bye bye. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and as you guys can see, it is another beautiful day, and today we're gonna be buying the brand new truck. Well, I guess the truck they added last week in APM. I believe it's a Ram. It's a beautiful truck that we're gonna be buying today, and we're gonna be doing the first job with it. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe because it means so much to me, and let's begin with the video. So we're gonna be taking our work truck today, our GMC Denali Ultimate. Look at the beauty on this thing. Isn't this thing an amazing looking truck? But first things first, we gotta go and head over to the trailer store so we can pick up a trailer and then pick up our truck at the dealership, which is gonna be located, let me quickly show you guys. It's gonna be located right at this spot right here. So we have quite the long and busy day today, so let's get started. Well, I guess we have been starting. By the way, I did want to say thank you guys for all the support, all the likes, all the comments. It means so much to me. I've been getting a lot of comments, but I've been trying my best to respond to all of them. Anyways, we gotta make a left turn on this intersection right here. Make sure the road is clear, just like so, and then we gotta make a right turn on this street right here. So let's already turn on our blinkers and let's pull into the road just like so. And now the trailer store should be straight right here. We're gonna go through the car wash and then loop around to the front. So let's go through the car wash. Let's get a free car wash. 3, 2, and we just got a free car wash. Let's go. All right, let's see, where is our trailer? I don't see any trailers. Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so blind, I cannot see. All right, so this is the trailer that we are going to be taking today. So let me quickly connect this to my truck just like so. Let me just make sure everything is safe and secure. All right, oh no, good thing I checked, because look at the ramps. We got to throw those ramps back up. All right, now it looks like we are ready to go. So let me hop in my truck and let's make our way to the dealership. And thankfully the dealership is literally down the road, so let's make a left turn. Let me turn on my blinkers. Oh, my blinkers aren't working. Oh, there you go. I kind of got scared. I was like, oh no. And then let's make a right turn on this road. Looks like the road is clear, and let's make this turn. And by the way, you guys, I've been thinking about selling this truck. I don't know if I should. I've been thinking about buying an older truck. It's still a work truck, but it's faster. This one is way too slow for me, but it does look really good. So let me know if I should sell this Denali. But anyways, we are at the dealership. As you guys can see right there, look how good this truck looks. Oh my goodness, it looks so nice. All right, let me just turn around and let me line up the trailer with the truck, and I think that is gonna be good. Let me just hop out. Wait, did I put it in park? Oh yeah, I did. All right, let's throw down the ramps just like so, and then oh my, let's check out this beautiful Ram truck. Oh my goodness, dude, this looks so beautiful. Look at this. It's even got a toolbox. It's got these racks. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm in love with this truck. And before we hop in, let me check the time. Oh my goodness, it's already 1 p.m. We gotta hurry up because we have about 3 hours left until we have to finish this delivery job. So we gotta act fast because we still gotta head back home and drop off this trailer. All right, so let me park this right around here. Let me just strap it up just like so. All right, the straps are all the way up and the ramps are as well. And let's get into our GMC and let's start making our way back home, because I'm gonna drop off this work truck and take the brand new truck to deliver all these hay bales. They're like a square hay bales. It's really cool, but really heavy. But let me pull out onto the road, and now we're gonna start making our way back home. The drive should be hopefully not too long, but do not worry, you guys. You guys know I drive when I have to. I can drive very fast. Alrighty, I'm gonna start slowing down because we have a dirt road that we have to take a right. So let me slow down. And oh my goodness, it's kind of hard to slow down when you're carrying a huge truck right behind you. But I will say this, it has no issue pulling the truck because this thing has a good amount of power and a good amount of wheels on this thing. It's got like what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 wheels. Oh my goodness. But would you look at that, I could see my house in the distance right there. Can you guys see it, my house in the distance? Yep, I'm pretty rich, you guys. I'm pretty rich. But anyways, let's make a right turn and pull into our driveway. And oh my goodness, look at these beautiful trees. All right, so I'm gonna park up right on the side of my driveway. I think think right around here is actually, you know what? Let me get a little bit closer to the entrance. So right here is a good spot. Let me just turn this thing off. And should I turn on my emergency lights? You know what? I am. Let me turn on my emergency lights. It looks pretty cool. Anyways, let me throw down the ramps and then let's get into this truck. Let's get it started. Oh my goodness, you guys. It sounds really, really good. Let's make our way back to the trailer store because we gotta go and pick up another trailer because how else are we gonna pick up these hay bales? But anyways, let's make a left turn and I kind of want to test this truck out. So I'm gonna quickly step on it just to see how fast this thing is. And oh, 60, 70, 80, 90. Oh my goodness, this truck is so fast. Oh my goodness, chat. This thing is so fast, but not as fast as the Ram TRX. That thing is a complete machine, but this thing is pretty fast as well. But anyways, we are back in the city. How much time do we have? Oh my goodness, we have less than 2 hours now. All right, we are back at the trailer store. So let me quickly pull in and I'm gonna quickly run into the store and order a brand new trailer. So park right there. It's gonna be really fast. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. We don't have too much time. We're running out of time. So let me open up the menu. Let's order this one. And there you go. I just ordered a brand new trailer. So let's go and check it out right now. I think it should be on the left side. So let me see. Oh, look at the reverse lights. That looks very sick. And there it is. So let me get this thing backed up and we're gonna get it connected so we can run to the plain tool store and start picking up these hay bales. So let's see. Okay, so the store is right here. So let me quickly pull in and I think I'm gonna park like diagonally so we can just start loading up these hay bales onto the trailers. Hold on, let me just quickly readjust myself. I'm super crooked. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, that is gonna be good right there. Let me just throw down the ramp and let's start picking up these hay bales. So let's begin with the first one. And oh my goodness, this is so heavy. This is so heavy. Oh, on accident I deleted it. All right, we got our first hay bale and this thing is super heavy. Dude, my back is gonna hurt tonight. All right, let's see. Can I place it right here? And boom. Actually, that's way too far off. Hold on, I need to get closer. Right here. Boom. Nice. So let's go with our second one. There you go. And oh my goodness. And where is this gonna go? I think it's gonna go right here. I'm gonna try to place it right here and boom. Go, 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 go. This is gonna be our third hay bale. And this one's gonna go right next to this one right here. We're pretty much gonna surround this trailer with hay bales. That's what I kind of have in mind. And this one's really bad. Hold on, let me fix this. All right, so I believe we are on to our fourth one. And oh my goodness, this thing is giving me trouble. So this one is gonna go right like right around here, I think. Ooh, perfect. We're halfway done. Well, kind of, because we only gotta go towards where this black line is. So let me grab another one. And you know what? I think I'm gonna finish this side first because I'm almost done with it. So let's place this one right here. And then let's go back and grab another one. And this one's gonna go right here. And then I think I'm gonna be able to place one like right here. So let me grab this one. By the way, this job is gonna pay me like $2,000, which is not bad. It's gonna end up paying off the truck, which is definitely not bad. It's gonna help me pay off the truck right there. So let me grab another hay bale. We're almost done. Look at the progress we've made in a short amount of time. All right, so let's place this one right here. And then I think we need like 2 more. We're gonna try to squeeze in 2 more right there. If not, then I'm gonna move another one towards the left side so we can squeeze in 2 more. But either way, we gotta get 2 more right here. But let's place this one. And okay, so let me actually move this because I don't think we're gonna have space. Let's place this one just like so. And now we should have enough space to place another hay bale. Hold on, let me get closer. All right, now I have enough space to put another one and we should be done with this job. Now we just gotta go and deliver this. So let me pull up the ramps and let's start making our way to the farm where we gotta go and drop these off. So let me turn off my emergency lights and let me just check the map just to make sure we're gonna go the right way. And yeah, the farm is right here. And how much do we have on time? And we have about 30 minutes. Oh my goodness, you guys, we are cutting it really close. But good thing we have the dirt road right here. So let's pull in just like so. And all we have to do is drive down this road and make a left turn and we should be at our destination. But oh my goodness, you guys, what an eventful day. We picked up our truck and then we picked up the trailer, picked up the hay bales, and now we're about to finish off this job and the day with a huge W. So let's make a left turn right here and then let me make one more turn into the farm right here. And let's see. Okay, I see like a little barn right here and I think we gotta go and drop these off right here. So let me turn on my lights because it is kind of dark in here. And then oh, I forgot this thing. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna keep it off because it is gonna be so loud and it's gonna waste so much gas. So we gotta work a little bit in the dark. So let's start picking up these hay bales and let's start throwing them right here at the stack. There you go. One. Let me grab another one. Back to the stack. Third is gonna be right here. Now this one's gonna go all the way towards the end. Boom. And let's see. Oh my goodness, I accidentally sat on one. Let's grab this one. You go right here and and we are about halfway done. Look at this. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 more to go. So this is gonna be our 6th one, and then our 5th. Let's go, dude. I am so hyped to get paid. Should I go to Texas Roadhouse, or how should we celebrate? I love Texas Roadhouse, but let me place this one right here. 3 more to go. We got 1, 2, and 3. So let's grab this one, place it here. Second, back on the hay bale stack, and then the last one is going to be right here. So in 3, 2, and 1, boom! Look at that. Delivery successful. We just gotta throw up the ramps and drop this trailer off where we got it from. So let me hop in back in my truck and let's make our way back to the trailer store, because this trailer is not mine. I borrowed it for 2 hours. So let's quickly make my way over there, or make our way over there, and let's finish completing the job by doing so. And we are back at the trailer store. So let me turn around and let me get this thing dropped off. I'm gonna park it right here. Let's back up and finish delivering this trailer. So let me just quickly hop out, disconnected, and then we're probably gonna start making our way back home, because look at that, we delivered the trailer. And I'm gonna start making my way back home. And oh, hold on, I didn't mean to turn on my headlights. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start making my way back home, and I'll meet you guys over there. And home sweet home. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so tired. I think my back is gonna hurt tomorrow morning. I'm definitely gonna feel it. But let me back into my driveway just like so. Let me get this thing parked up, turn it off, and oh my goodness, you guys, what an amazing day. Not only did we get paid, but we got a brand new truck. Look at this. We got the TRX, we got this beautiful Ram 1500, I think that's what it is, and this beautiful GMC Ultimate Denali. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys onto the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today we have a special camping video, because we're not gonna be camping in the usual campers or in the tents, and instead we're gonna be building our own house made out of hay bales, and we're gonna be spending the night for 24 hours and seeing if we could survive. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we do have a long day, because we're gonna be taking our work truck, but the main reason we're gonna be making our way towards the trailer store is so we can pick up a big gigantic trailer. Duh, because how else are we gonna be able to pick up all of the hay bales? Because if you guys take a look at my pickup, it's not gonna be able to have the space to put a lot of hay bales, and trust me, we are gonna need dozens of hay bales in order to build this house in today's video. So let's make our way over there. I think the trailer store should be right up front. We just gotta make sure and we cross this intersection that is coming up. So let me quickly slow down. Gotta make sure the road is clear, and which it is clear, and we're gonna go through. So let's quickly pull in. I'm gonna turn on those blinkers, and here it is. Before I connect the trailer, I'm gonna open up my tailgate. There we go. And now we should be able to connect this thing without any issues. Let me just turn on my truck, and slowly, and boom, look at that, we got the trailer connected. Before we do head out, I'm gonna kick up the tailgate once again, and we should now be able to make our way towards the farm where all of these hay bales are gonna be at. So let's make a left turn right here. I think we're gonna be able to put like at least like 2 full rows and stacks of hay bales. We need a lot. Like, I'm not joking, you guys, we need a lot. So let's make a left turn right onto this dirt road. Do not take the stop sign. All right, we did not take the stop sign. The stop sign is gonna be safe for another day, but the farm is gonna be on our left side. So let's keep our eyes peeled, because we do not want to miss the entrance. The entrance is pretty small and it's kind of hard to see. I might have missed it a couple of times, but it is gonna be right here. Look at this, you can barely see the path to the farm right here, and look at that, all my siblings are over there. What a nice view. So let's go up this little path right here. Dude, this is a really nice property. It looks so beautiful, and the barn is gonna be right in here. So I'm gonna try to pull in my what is it called, my big gigantic trailer right in here. So let's put it in park, turn on the emergency lights, and let's quickly start loading up all of these hay bales on top of this trailer. We're gonna place the first one right here. There we go. Bro, this is gonna take forever. I don't know if I'm gonna do a time lapse, just because I'm gonna be loading up so many hay bales. But that's gonna be the first row. We're gonna need a couple more rows, so I guess I am gonna be doing a nice time lapse. So play it in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, here is a little progress check on what I've been doing over the past couple of hours. It's been taking a while because if you guys take a look at the sun, it's been like at least, it's about to be 12 p.m. But I am still going pretty fast at it because I want to make sure I get this homemade house done before the sun sets, because if I take too long, then it's going to get pretty dark and it's going to get pretty difficult for me to be able to see and build this house tonight. So I'm going to do one more row of hay bales and I'll catch you guys when I'm finished. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Alrighty, everyone, we are now finished loading up all of the hay bales. Dude, oh my goodness, we have a lot. This is not even funny. Look at this. We've got almost 4 rows fully stacked up of hay bales. So we're gonna get back in the truck and let's see if this thing is able to move. Come on. Oh no, is this thing too heavy? Oh no, brother. Hold on, why is this thing not moving? I think it's because of these ones. Hold on, let me remove these. Alright, I think it should be able to move now, please. Oh no, this does not want to move at all. I think I might have to put them in my gigantic pocket, which I guess I'll do right now. Alrighty, everyone, I was able to put all of the hay bales in my gigantic pockets, which means we're not gonna need the trailer. So I do not want this trailer anymore. I am so mad at it. So we're not gonna be taking that thing. That thing is a piece of junk. And let me close that up and we're gonna make our way towards the property, or I guess the land, where we are gonna be able to use and build our own campsite. But before we do, we gotta go over to the plain tool store. Actually, you know what, we don't, but let me check on time how we are doing. And oh my goodness, it's already 1 p.m. What the hell, dude? When did time get so fast? Anyways, we're gonna make a right turn onto the main road right here. So let's turn on those blinkers and make a nice turn. Look at that, I am a professional, you guys. But we're gonna be making a left turn on this intersection right here. So let's make a left turn, and here we are now at the place where we are going to be building the house. So I think we should begin by building the kind of the exterior, kind of like this. Oh, actually, you know what, we should build, never mind, I was going to try to use some of those hay bales, but those things do not work really good. So I'm just going to stick to building my little entrance. There we go, this is going to be the little entrance, and then we're going to build the house. Boom, there we go. We're not going to make it too big because I don't know if we're going to have enough hay bales to build this house. So I'm going to do it like this. I wonder if we're going to need more hay bales. Dude, that is going to be insane if we need more hay bales. Oh, I messed up. There we go. And boom, look at that. This is going to be our little entrance, and we're probably going to be able to put like a sleeping bag right here. So let's continue building the house. 1, 2. I don't know how tall this thing is going to be. Maybe this tall? I think this, oh yeah, this is a really nice size. Yeah, we're going to do that right here. Boom, look at that. Yo, this looks so nice. Well, it is going to look really nice. Let me just build up the walls from this side. We don't want any people to come inside our house. Now we're going to create the back walls. We should make windows. How do I make windows? Unless I take one of the hay bales out. There we go, just like so. And let me put one more on the side of the wall, and now we can start building the roof. So I'm gonna start building the roof on this side. There we go. Place another one, place another. Oh yeah, dude, we are cooking, chat. This house is going to look insane, or at least really good. So let's put the roof. Oh my goodness, there we go. And ooh, what is this? Like that. And hopefully we still have enough hay bales so we can finish up by putting our roof, which it looks like we might actually have enough hay bales. Let's go. W's in the chat. We have a little bit more to go, so let's finish up by covering this site. There we go, there we go, and boom, look at that. We have built, oh hold on, I keep saying look at that, we have built our first house in APM. I wonder if I could pull one of these. There we go, look at that. We got a little window. It looks really bad, actually. I'm gonna place this one back, and look at that. Yeah, I don't like it. Let me just put this back. I think I'm gonna add some finishing touches and cover up the rest of the insides just to make sure we don't have too much sunlight like that. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna finish covering this up. There we go. We're gonna place one right there. We're gonna place one right there. This is probably one of my best builds in APM, by the way. Look at that. Yo, I cannot stop cooking, chats. Oh yo, this thing kind of looks like a hive. Dude, honestly, I should have made it much bigger. Anyways, we're gonna run over to the plain tool store and we're gonna start grabbing some essentials that we need so we can camp out the night. You guys know the drill. We're probably gonna grab a nice campfire, a picnic table, and so much more. So let's pull into the store. We're gonna throw this thing into park. Let's go inside. Hello, good sir. I came to rob. Hands in the air. I'm kidding. But we are gonna grab some stuff. There we go. We're gonna grab an American flag. Let's see. Ooh, we could grab a little lamp. We're gonna put it right next to our little sleeping bag. And let me grab some of this. Ooh, this is a nice light tower. It's brand spanking new. Should I grab one or two? Let me grab one more. All right, we got 2 of the light towers, but we still gotta grab a picnic table like I said, the wood, which is, oh, it's down here on the shelf for the campfire, and I don't think this is gonna be able to fit in our house since, actually, you know what, we already have a house, so we don't need a tent, but we are going to need a nice sleeping bag, which we're gonna get right now. So if you remember, I told you I was gonna rock, I'm kidding, let me quickly pay for all of my stuff. There we go. How much? I gotta go, I have a family emergency. Anyways, we just finished paying all of our stuff and we're gonna start making our way towards our brand new house that we managed to build in APM. So let's make our way over here. Look at that, we have a house right here. We should have made like a little what is it called, like a little road, a little path. Wait a minute, I think, you know what, I know the perfect tool to do this. Alrighty everyone, I got the perfect tool to create a path. So I'm gonna back this thing up and we're gonna create the road probably right around here. I think this is gonna be a nice spot to start the road. So let me lower the ripper all the way to the ground. There we go, and we should now start being able to create our own path, although it is kind of small. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. So let's turn this thing around and let's finish creating our dirt path, because right now it's pretty small. I don't like how small this thing is looking like. So we're gonna give a second pass through here. Hopefully this one can look a little bit better, which, oh, it looks like is going to be much more better. So let's finish building off this road right here, and boom, I think that is actually going to be perfect. Now all we have to do is finish setting up camp. So we're gonna put some benches probably right or to the left of it. I don't know, I think right here is a good spot. Oh, the American flag, we can put the American flag somewhere around here. Actually, I'm gonna place it right there. Oh yes, oh my god, dude, it looks so cool. I am so happy, you guys. Let me quickly run in and place the sleeping bag right up here, right along with my little lamp, and let's finish off by putting our campfire somewhere. Oh, we can put it right here. Actually, let me just turn it on. Oh, I mean turn it on, not pick it up. There we go, look at that. That's pretty sick, you guys. Now we could make a little wall right here, like a little barrier, just to make sure cars do not go through. This actually looks pretty cool, and we're almost finished. We just gotta put up the little, what is this thing called, the chairs. How did I forget about that? So let's put a light tower right in this corner. Let me set this thing up, turn on the light. Oh yeah, we got some light going on. Look at that. I think I need to tilt this down a little bit. There we go, because I'm not the tallest person, you guys, don't make fun of me. And I could put one more light tower on this side, and look at that, we have the first house in APM made. Now all we gotta do is survive the night, which we're gonna quickly jump through in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty everyone, it is now nighttime. It is super dark. Let me turn on these lights. There we go, and let's go inside our little what is this called, our homemade house with hay bales, and we're gonna catch some sleep because we have a long day tomorrow. Dude, I gotta stretch. Why is it so bright? Oh, it's the sunrise. Yo, we survived the night. Let's go. I am so hyped, you guys. Anyways, I think that was a pretty successful build. Let me know if this was a W or an L video, but if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and as you guys can see, we are currently not home. We're currently at the dealership because we're gonna be customizing these boats, these campers, and all of these vehicles right here. Look at this. Oh my goodness, we have so much to customize today. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with this video. So I think we're gonna begin with the Corvette and work our way all the way towards the trucks, because we're gonna leave the trailers last, because we gotta attach a truck and then connect it and then take it to the dealership and customize it all black, which is why we're gonna leave these at the end and begin with this beautiful Corvette. As you guys can see, this Corvette is a nice dark blue, not a sky blue, but dark blue. So I'm gonna hop into this Corvette just like so, and we're gonna go towards the dealership and we're gonna customize this at the mechanic shop. This is kind of like their little mechanic shop where we can customize the vehicles. And I'm kind of scraping the front of my Corvette, so let me angle myself, and I'm gonna try not to scratch this. Oh my goodness, it's getting scratched. All right, it's not that bad. First things first is that let's make the engine much more faster. So we're gonna add 25% extra power, and then we're gonna add 2 turbochargers because we're a little bit insane. And then we're gonna go towards the paint and then fix the windows. So we're gonna make the windows way darker, just like this. Oh my goodness, look how dark this thing is. And then let's focus on the paint of the car. So we're gonna go to primary, and then we're gonna start dropping the color all the way down. And then I kind of want to make this matte black. I don't know if I should keep it like this or add a little bit of reflectance. I think that looks pretty pretty solid, honestly. So let me back this up and see how it looks under the sun. And honestly, it does not look bad. I think I just need the wheels and we should be finished with the Corvette. So let me hop right back in. So let me turn it on and let's quickly paint the wheels black, because that is kind of the rules. We have to make sure everything is black. So we're gonna go to exterior, rims, and then we're gonna drop the color all the way down. And look at that. I think that looks pretty insane. Wait a minute, I think I forgot something. Oh, I forgot to do the secondary. Alright, I knew it. So I'm gonna do about this much. Remove the reflectance because it wasn't looking that good. And now it should be officially completely blacked out. Look at this. Holy moly guacamole. This thing looks insane. It kind of looks like Batman's card. I mean, I guess I am technically Batman. Anyways, we're gonna park it right next to this trailer right here, because we're gonna be taking this trailer because we're gonna be loading this Corvette, the ATV, and I think the TRX. So let's leave it parked right here in the corner, and then we can now continue with the ATV. Dude, this thing is gonna look so good all blacked out. So let me hop in, let me turn this bad boy on, and let's go inside. Oh, whoa, this thing is really fast. Holy moly, this thing is a danger. All right, so let's enter customization, and then you guys know the drill. We're gonna make this faster by adding 25% extra power and then the 2 turbochargers, just like so. And then the color, we're gonna make it all the way black. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of reflectance, to be honest, and then we can work on the second black, and then we can make this black. And lastly, I think we gotta do the accent. Where is the accent? It's right here. And now this is gonna be black as well. Boom. So let's make this all the way black. I'm gonna add some reflectance, and I think I can color the window. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty nice. Oh, transparency all the way black. Yo, that is crazy. And then that is gonna be it for the ATV. The ATV should be fully black. Look at this. Oh my goodness, this thing looks insane. It looks so dirty. Not actually dirty, but it looks really cool. That's what it means. Anyways, we're gonna park it right next to the Corvette, and look what we have next. Next up, we have the TRX. Let's hop in the TRX and let's pull this into the shop, because we're gonna make this all black. Everyone say goodbye to the famous blue. I'm gonna miss the blue, but trust me, it's gonna look really cool. So first things first, we're gonna make the window all the way dark. Oh my goodness, this is insane. And then we make this dark. Oh my goodness, what if I make this matte black? Actually, that does not look good. All right. Ooh, look at that. That looks crazy, you guys. But I'm gonna lower this a little bit, make this part black, and I think that is gonna be it for the TRX. Let's pull this into the sun, and oh my goodness, this thing looks freaking cool. Yo, it looks unrecognizable. But let me hop back in the TRX, and we're gonna get it parked right in front of these 2 vehicles. So let me back this thing up a little bit more, and park. Wait, did I hit my Corvette? Oh no, this is not gonna be good if I hit the Corvette. All right, nice. All right, lastly, we have the camper and the boat. So let me hop into my favorite Denali. So let me turn this thing on, and let's get behind the camper. Actually, you know what? Let's begin with the boat. I really like the boat. So let's begin with the boat. Let me carefully get this thing connected, and then let's back into the shop. I'm gonna carefully do this, and oh my goodness, I almost hit the side of the boat, or I guess the trailer. Either way, that's not good. Let's throw this in park, turn off the engine, and now we can customize the boat. So let's click on this. We're gonna click on the boat. That's what we want. Paint, and then all the way black, and then we're gonna add some reflectance, just like so. And I think that is gonna be it for the boat. I think the red looks really nice, so I'm gonna keep that. So we are gonna be done with the boat that fast, because I think we just had to change the main color of the boat, because I really love the red accents. But let's get this thing backed up towards this side, because we're almost done with our complete build. We just gotta do the camper over there. So let me quickly disconnect this, and let's get into the camper. And now the camper is gonna be super interesting, because this thing is so huge. There we go. We are now connected. I'm gonna pull back into the shop. Let me carefully do this without damaging the camper. And look at that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And now we can customize the camper. For the camper, we're gonna go towards paint, make this all the way down. Oh my goodness, this looks insane. And let's add a little bit of reflectance. And there you go. The camper should be completely done. We still gotta take everything back home. So that's kind of the main reason I brought that trailer. But for now, I'm gonna park up the camper. Or actually, you know what? We can take the camper back home. So let's start making our way back home, because we're gonna do like 2 or 3 trips. It's going to be a lot of trips, but this is gonna be the first one. I think my house should be right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see. It's gonna be right here, and then we'll be back for the boat and then the rest of the vehicles. All right, let's make a right turn. But so far, look at this camper. Dude, this thing is completely blacked out. Even the windows windows are super tinted. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back home. Or I guess for now, because we're gonna just drop off this camper, and I don't know where to drop off this camper. I think I might drop it like right here on the right side of the garage. So let me carefully back this up just like so, and I think that is going to be a good spot. We're gonna disconnect it, and we're gonna quickly make our way back to the mechanic shop, or I guess the dealership. That's what it is. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back. So we're gonna get the trailer connected. We're gonna move it a little bit forward, right about here, and then it's gonna be time to start loading up all of these vehicles. So let's pull down the ramps, and let's begin with the TRX since it is the biggest, and this bad boy is gonna be the first one to go onto the trailer. Hopefully all of the vehicles can fit. If not, then we're gonna have to make like 2 more trips. But anyways, the TRX should be loaded up and strapped up. Let me hop into the Corvette right here. I'm gonna try to get as close as possible as I can so we can fit the ATV, and let's place the Corvette right here, really close to the truck. Like, oh my goodness, I can probably slide a piece of paper between the Corvette and the truck. Oh my goodness, that is dude, I'm really talented. Make sure you guys do like and subscribe. And then this is the last space that we have for the ATV. I don't know if it's gonna fit, but it's gonna be the moment of truth. Drum roll please. Oh my goodness, my hands are sweating. Let's see if it's gonna fit. Slowly. Oh my goodness, and I think that's it. No way, it actually fits. I am speechless right now. I did not think 3 vehicles were gonna fit right there. All right, so let's pull up the ramps, and it kind of bumped it a little bit, but that's fine. And look at my truck. This thing is squatting so hard. All right, so let me quickly get in. I'm gonna try to drive home as fast as possible because I'm also really low on gas. But look at this, we have like a whole train of cars loaded up on the trailer. I've never seen anything like this. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, it is now time to make our right turn. I don't know if this is gonna be a good right turn, and yeah, of course it is. I'm the best at APM. But we are about 1 or 2 minutes away from arriving home, because as you guys can see, my home is literally right there in the distance. I'm not sure if you guys can see it right there. And once we're finished dropping all of this off, we still gotta go get the boat, but don't worry, I will make that fast. And home sweet home. Well, kind of. We just gotta drop these things off. Oh my goodness, this is so heavy. All right, we're gonna unload all of the vehicles right here. So let's pull down the ramp. Let's do it like so. Ooh, fancy. Let me hop into ATV. I think we're gonna park this one on the grass. I think, I'm not sure. I mean, we can park it right here next to the American flag. I think that's pretty solid right there. It looks very nice actually. And then we have the Corvette. So let me quickly jump in, start this thing on, and oh, careful. All right, nice. And then this one is gonna go right onto the driveway. So let's park it right here onto the driveway. We gotta turn the wheels because it makes it look way cooler. And lastly, we have the TRX that is gonna go right next to the Corvette. So let's get this unloaded, and we're gonna park it right next to this. There we go. Let's go for and pick up the boat. We're gonna leave the trailer right here. So let me hop in. I'm gonna do a little U-turn right here, and I'm gonna make my way to the dealership, and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the dealership to pick up our last item, which is gonna be the boat. So let's hop in, let's get it connected so we can finish up our entire all blacked out setup, fully luxury, which is one of the most insane builds I have ever done in any of my videos. So with the power of editing, I'll meet you guys back home. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back home with the boat, and we're gonna get this thing parked up on the grass. That's what I'm thinking about. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna pull right here, and then I'm just gonna back this thing up. All right, I was able to turn around. Now I'm just gonna back this thing up onto the grass. I'm gonna try to do this without hitting the ATV. This is kind of like the impossible challenge right here, and I think that is gonna be good right there. Oh my goodness, that was actually phenomenal. All right, so let me drop it, and I'm gonna get my last truck parked in the middle between these vehicles right here. Oh my goodness, this is a really tight space, and look at this. This has got to be the craziest lineup in APM. All right, so I think it's time to take a little picture. All right, everyone say cheese. Oh, that's a nice picture. Alrighty, everyone, that is gonna be it for today's video. As you guys can see, we have successfully blacked out all of our vehicles. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. All right, we're almost finished. Come on, dude, this is gonna look so good right now. And then we should be pretty much done with cutting the edges of my house. So let's take a quick look, and oh my goodness, you guys, take a look at those clean cuts. But anyways, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are gonna be building the most insane ATV and taking off-roading. We're gonna be testing it out and see if what we built today is actually gonna work. But before we do head out, I do want to take my lawnmower to the back of my house, since I don't want to leave it right here in the front of my house. I don't think it looks good, so we're gonna go and quickly park it right here in the back. So this is where I normally park it, so let me put it right here. There we go. And then we should be able to go inside, because today we are gonna be taking the work truck. Take a look at this beast. This is what we're gonna be taking today. Isn't this thing a beauty? It is so beefy. And why is my door open? Hello? Oh, I thought it was someone. Anyways, let's close that up, and then we're gonna open this side up. So let's do that. Open up the huge and luxurious door of my house. Look at that, dude. What a beautiful farmhouse. And now I'm gonna hop in, because we're gonna go and pick up this ATV, which is actually for sale at the Plain Tool Store. So we're gonna make our way over there. Let me just quickly close my garage, because the controller is not working, so I have to go and manually close it. So let me hop right back in. There we go. And then before we do arrive at the Plain Tool Store, we actually need something to place the ATV, since I'm not gonna be driving it across the town. So I think I might grab some type of rack so I can place the ATV. But let's make that left and pull into the main town. Everyone say good morning to those cows or my siblings. Same thing, but pretty much I'm thinking about taking this ATV to the most difficult off-roading trail in APM, which is right down there. It recently got a small upgrade, which I'll show you guys later today. But for now, let's pull into town, since we are now in APM town, which I don't know if that's what it's called, but we're just gonna call it APM town, since it's part of the APM city. And we should, oh wait, we should have gone to the mechanic shop. Oh yeah, because we need to put the racks on the back of the bed. That's kind of like the main reason we brought this truck. Dude, I am so clumsy. Let me go back and then make sure the road is clear. Let's quickly pull into the center, where we are going to be able to quickly put these racks on. So I guess let me park up the truck right there, and then we're going to open up this gigantic garage door all the way up, and then we're going to be able to finally go inside and place these racks. So it is kind of dark. I'm going to turn on my headlights. We're going to go to attachments and put these racks right here. So this is going to be the perfect rack that we are going to need. So let's quickly buy that, and then we are going to be able to pull out and quickly run over to the Plain Tool Store. But as you guys can see, that was super easy, you guys. That was probably the easiest and the fastest time I have gone to the mechanic shop. And now we should be here at the Plain Tool Store, which is going to be on our right side. Take a look at that, dude. That is freaking sick, you guys. So let's pull in, and then I guess we're going to park right here. There we go. Dude, honestly, that was actually a really good parking job. I might be the best pickup driver in APM. But anyways, enough of the yap. Let's quickly pull into the store, because I don't want to be riding in the trail when it's dark. So let's quickly grab, wait, what do we need? Oh yeah, we need the ATV. It's not gonna be here. I'm so silly. It's gonna be right back here. Dude, I am so lost today. Don't know what's going on. But let's quickly open up the garage door. Dude, it is so bright. Look at that. The sun. Oh my goodness, it is so bright. I do not look at the sun. Oh, wait a minute. Where is the ATV? It's supposed to be like a small quad ATV. What the heck? I think they might have ordered the wrong one. Hello? I need some. Oh, wait a minute. That's my ATV. No way. Okay, so there might have been a little bit of confusion. It's gonna be right there in the back. I did not know it was hiding in plain sight. Now, I'm gonna quickly move this ATV out of the way. So I'm gonna place it right around, let's see. I think right here is okay. Okay. And then we can finally grab our ATV and load it on our pickup truck, so we can take it to the shop, customize it, and put it to the test. But before we do, apparently these things can do a wheelie. I don't know if that's true, but we are gonna test it out right now. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's see if we can. Oh, hold on. Oh my goodness. Yo, that is crazy. This ATV can actually do a wheelie. No way. Okay, before we do crash this, I'm gonna quickly load this thing up in the back of our brand new racks, which, hold on, I think I need to open up the tailgate first so I can get up there, because I am pretty short, you guys. Look how short I am, dude. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. So let me quickly hop in. There we go. One more jump, and boom, we are on top of the racks. Now I gotta grab grab this one, and then we're gonna grab this one right here, which should mean that wait, is that gonna fit? Hold on, let me put that there, and then we're gonna place this one right there, and let's see if this fits. I don't know if I need to put the extenders. I mean, I could just to be extra safe. So we have the extenders on, and now this is gonna be the moment of truth. We're gonna see if we can successfully throw the ATV on the back of the bed. So let's carefully do this. Oh no, I almost fell. Hold on, I think I can get a little bit closer. Come on. Yes, perfect. No way, we actually did it, you guys. Let me just turn off the engine, and then I gotta make sure this thing is in park. So let me put it in park, and boom, we are done with loading up the ATV on the back of the bed. And I think we don't need these extenders, which means we can pull them back like that, and then we can just throw the ramps on the back of the bed, which dude, I'm having trouble. All right, you know what, let me just throw them on the bottom part of my bed. All right, there you go. Let's kick up the tailgate, and now we should be able to head to the shop, which we can quickly do right now. As you guys can see, it is already 1 p.m. Oh my goodness, time is going really fast. But thankfully the mechanic shop is literally down the road. We can take the shortcut where the car wash is, and then we should be here at the mechanic shop. I thought I left the door open. Did I not leave a door open? I think I might have closed it then. Anyways, I guess we can just open it again. So let's pull out, and then we are gonna open up this huge door. Open sesame. All right, there he goes. Dude, I actually have magic powers, and now we should be able to pull in the ATV. There we go. And then I guess we just repeat the process where we put the racks down, which I don't know if these are racks. No, I don't think. No, these are not racks. I don't know what they're called. Running boards? Nope, they're not called running boards. I don't know, but we're gonna place these, and then we're gonna be able to get in the ATV and customize it to our liking, which honestly I think I might go with a white color and then keep the orange. I don't know if that is gonna be a good choice, but let's find out. Let's go to the paint. Let's make it white like this. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna make it extra chrome. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. This might be the most beautiful thing I have ever done. And the orange, we are gonna make it look a little bit better, since I feel like there's some room for improvement. So let's make this chrome. There we go. And we are gonna max out the engine as fast as possible, add a supercharger, and I think that is it. I don't want to add too much power. Okay, fine, I will add 2 turbochargers. Okay, if I crash, it's because of you guys. And lastly, we have winches and hitches for the attachments, which we are not going to be adding, since this is going to be strictly for off-roading. Oh wait, I forgot the suspension. Whoops. All right, let me quickly fix the suspension, which means I am going to drop this just a little bit, since this is going to be for off-roading. I don't want this thing to be tall, because if you guys didn't know, the taller you go, the faster you will tumble. I just made that up, I think. Let me add a little bit of camber. There we go. And then we are going to add, actually no, we're not going to add it. We're going to fix up the springs, since this is going to be an off-roading vehicle. Look at that. This thing should be fully planted to the ground, which means it should not flip over. Oh yeah, look at this. Yo, this thing does not want to flip over. Okay, so it looks like this thing is ready to go, you guys. Honestly, this is probably the best and fastest ATV I have ever built in APM. All we gotta do is put it to the test. So if you guys are ready, grab your popcorn and let's load this ATV back onto the back of the pickup truck. So let me carefully do this. Careful, do not crash. And boom. Yes. All right, perfect. This should be now fully parked up. All we gotta do is turn off the engine, put it in park. Let's remove the ramps. There we go. Oh, that's what it's called. It's called ramps. How did I forget that? And let's throw these in the back of the tailgate. I mean, not tailgate, on the back of the bed. There we go. They're now in the back, and we are now ready to put this ATV to the test. So let's start making our way to the off-roading trail, which is gonna be where I showed you guys earlier today. But look at the color in this thing. This thing is like chrome. This thing is such a beauty. I know I say this all the time, but honestly, look at that. I cannot stop looking at the color combination, because I honestly think I ended up cooking. But here we are. Before we continue, we are gonna unload this ATV. Let me just quickly park right here. There we go. And then let me grab the ramps from the tailgate, and then we should be able to unload this ATV. Dude, I am so excited to put this to the test, especially that it looks very aggressive, you guys. But enough of the yap. Let's begin this trail right here. Let's go up this part right here. Careful. Oh my goodness, this thing is so fast, and honestly, oh my goodness, it handles pretty good. But let's continue. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, come on. I'm gonna have to press on the brakes as much as possible, because it gets really steep down here. So I'm gonna try not to fall. Oh, okay, we're doing good so far, you guys. Let's go down here. Oh, it's kind of bumpy, but that is no match for the bestest suspension on the ATV. But let's continue. We're almost done. Come on, let's go. We're almost halfway done. Oh my goodness, don't flip. Oh dude, for a second I thought we were gonna flip, but I forgot this thing is indestructible. So let's go up these rocks right here. There we go. And now this is gonna be the difficult part, because not only do we have one of the steepest climbs that we have to do with the ATV, but we have the hardest one, which is right here. Look at that. Shiver my timbers. So let me hop in and let's try this out. So in 3, 2, 1, come on. Yes, we did it. Oh my goodness. Holy moly guacamole. I did not think we were actually gonna be able to do that. Let me hop on the ATV and let's finish up the trail. We have this last difficult section that we gotta do, and I think I might have to get a little bit of speed. Come on, a little bit more. Step on it. Come on, go. Yes, keep going. No way, on the first try. We need some W's in the chat. Look at that. We have pretty much finished half of this trail. We have a little bit more to go, which is gonna be down here. So let's carefully do this. Okay, careful. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Thankfully, I did not overreact. Now, let me finish up the trail. Let me carefully go down here. Oh, break. We almost went into this little pond or whatever this is. And since there is a mudding section right here, I'm not gonna go through that since I don't want to get my brand new ATV muddy. I am gonna go around. I know. Call me a cheater. I don't care. And then we're gonna finish up by going up on this last section right here. So let's stop on it. Let's go as fast as possible. Whee! There we go. And we should be pretty much done with the trail. No way. This thing is actually a beast. I can't wait to take this home. Let me just quickly load her up. This is going to be a little bit difficult since this thing is on top of a little hill. So let me carefully do this. We're almost there. Oh my goodness. I'm about to fall. All right. Third time is a charm. Maybe not. Yes, finally. All right. We got the ATV on the back of the rack. Let me just remove these ramps, throw them in the back, and kick up that tailgate because we are now ready to get out of here before the sun does set. So let me carefully go around here. And I just noticed my drivetrain is currently in 2-wheel drive, which is not good, because if I step on it really hard, then that means my rear can kick up and I could spin out, or at least do a little drift. So let me change it to 4-wheel drive like that, and we should be fully planted to the ground. Every single wheel should be running now. But my house is gonna be on the right side. My beautiful multi-million-dollar farmhouse is gonna be right there. Let me just make a right turn right here. There we go. And then we're gonna pull up into the farmhouse, because home sweet home. Wow, I haven't said that in a while. Home sweet home. And here we are, you guys. Before I can back up my truck, I gotta open up the garage door. So let me quickly do that. There we go. And carefully pull into my garage right here. Look at that, dude. We still have a lot of clearance, which is pretty sick. Wait, where's the door? Oh yeah, here it is. Let me close both of these doors. Take a look at what we did today. Let me know if we cooked with this build right here. Honestly, I think we did, you guys, because it even went on top of the hardest off-roading trail in APM. But I'm probably gonna make some food since I'm starving, you guys. I'm very hungry and I'm kind of cold, so I'm gonna turn on my fireplace and enjoy my afternoon. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What a beautiful morning in APM. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another American Plains modding video, and today we are going to be taking my special new truck. It's kind of lifted. I ended up building it in the last video, or I guess a couple of videos ago, but if we come over here, you guys are going to be able to see that this thing is a beauty. It's one of my favorite lifted trucks I have built in APM, but since I need a little bit of money, I am sadly gonna sell it. So that is what we are going to be doing today. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I think we should begin with the video. So in order for us to pull this out from the garage, I am going to open up this one right here. So let me open that up. There we go. And we are gonna carefully, but very carefully, pull out my truck from the back right here. So let me quickly hop in. There we go. Let me turn this bad boy on, and this is gonna be really difficult because this is a really tight space. Look at that. Oh no. Oh, don't crash. We cannot be crashing this truck at all. If we crash this truck, then we are going to be losing a lot of money, and we are going to be losing a beautiful looking truck as well. But look at that. That was actually pretty easy, you guys. But before we do head out, you guys know that I got to close my garage. I don't trust anyone around my area. So, oh, what was that? Oh, for a second I thought I saw someone. So let me close this garage. There we go. All right. And now I'm going to close this one as well. All right. Nice. I should have turned on my lights. Yeah, you know what? I am going to turn off those lights. Let me quickly turn off those lights. I don't want anyone to think I am home, because we are not going to be home. So let me hop in. There we go. And the first destination that we are going to be going to today is going to be the dealership. And the reason we are going to be going to the dealership is because that is going to be the spot where we are going to be selling this lifted truck. They said they wanted to buy it off my hands. So I was like, okay, I'll come right now. And now we're going right now. And then once we do that, we're going to go and maybe go to the truck stop. I believe they added something to the menu. I think it might have been a brand new burger, but we're going to go check that out. Let's quickly run over to the dealership, which should be heading down into town. So let me quickly slow down, and then we're going to put our blinkers and make a right turn right here. All right, nice. Dude, that was actually a really nice turn, but let's give this truck one last rip and let's see how this thing can handle. I think it handles really. Oh my goodness, there's a truck. Oh my goodness. Oh, dude, what just happened? Oh my goodness, I think I just broke like 20 of my bones and my face. Hold on, let me hop out. Yo, that is crazy. No way. Yo, why was that semi in the middle of the intersection? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think I have an idea. I think what happened was that this semi right here was broken down, and that's why they ended up closing the road. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a lesson. Do not tint out your windows really dark, or that could happen right there. I mean, how do we get this unstuck? This thing is completely damaged. Look at that. It literally went through the trailer. Oh my goodness. I mean, I gotta go and grab a semi so I can fix that, because we honestly can't leave that there. So I believe there's a semi right around here. So let me take a look if the semi is around here. If it's not around here, then I guess I have no other choice but to walk over to the mechanic shop so I can pick up a tow truck with a huge bed on it, which it looks like we might actually have to do that. So I guess I have no other choice but to walk to the mechanic shop, which is down the road. So let me jump over this fence. Oh dude, I should join the Olympics. And the semi should be right back here. Take a look at this puppy. Oh my goodness, you guys, this semi looks so sick. This is 100% gonna be able to help us rescue the lifted truck, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to actually fix the lifted truck. Well, we will have to see. For now, I am a little bit sad, you guys, since our lifted truck is pretty much destroyed. But you know, we really can't do anything but to rescue it right now and save the remaining parts. Alright, so we are here. We are back at the accident. Dude, this still looks really bad. Oh my goodness. I think what I'm gonna do is try to use the winch right here, and then we are gonna try to pull it. Hopefully that works. If that doesn't work, then yeah, we might be really cooked. Like, more cooked than you guys can ever think. But let me hop out, and then we are gonna try to grab the controls, which is gonna be right here. And I am gonna begin by extending the bed and then dropping it to the floor. So let's start doing that. All right, it's almost on the floor. Come on. All right, I think that is gonna be perfect right there. So I'm not sure if I can extend this a little bit more, which, all right, it looks like I can. Now what we do is come up here. We're gonna grab this winch right here, and then we're gonna try to connect it to the back. Let's see if this works. All right, we got that thing connected. This thing looks pretty secure and ready to be pulled. Now this is gonna be the moment of truth, which honestly, you guys, I don't think this is gonna work, but let me quickly go under that, and we are gonna try to pull this. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's come on, let's go. Oh no, this is not working. Oh no. We might have a bigger problem, you guys, and that is that this is 100% really stuck in there. I need to think about something. What if we disconnect the semi from the trailer and then move the semi right here? There we go. And then yeah, that's kind of all I had. I mean, we could try to pull this again. Let's see. Retract. Wait a minute, I think it's working. Wait, hold on. Is it? I don't know. Wait, I have an idea. What if I open this right here? Oh wait, it's the other side. Whoops. What if I open the back and then try to pull this out? Yeah, this is really stuck, you guys. Oh no, we're gonna be here all night. right. Alright, so I guess let me hop out. I have one more idea, which is disconnecting the winch. There we go. And then turning all-wheel drive, which I feel like that might work. So I'm gonna try that. If that doesn't work, then I might be done. Alright, let's give it one hard push. And oh my goodness, we did it. No way. Let's go. There's no way that actually worked, you guys. Alright, hold on. Let me kick up the tailgate. We do have a lot of tire damage from all four sides, and the front hood is super cooked. So I guess what I'm gonna do is load it on the back of the bed, the flatbed. But before I do that, I kind of want to flip over the trailer since it did end up tipping over. So I think I'm gonna try to connect it from the rear. We just connect this, grab the cable. Alright, there you go. Let me just close these doors, and then this is gonna be the moment of truth. Let's see if this works. And oh my goodness, we flipped it back over. I am the GOAT. I am literally the best APM player in history. Now let me just quickly disconnect this. There we go. And let's get this truck right beside me, which I'm talking about the lifted truck, and we are gonna load it on the bed. So I guess let me quickly hop in. There we go. And we are gonna load it on the back of the flatbed just like so. All we gotta do is put the flatbed all the way back. Oh, that's the wrong button. So first we're gonna raise it, and then we are gonna retract it. All right, nice. It looks like we have retracted it. Now before we take this to the mechanic shop so I can get it fixed, we're gonna move this mess out of here because now this is blocking the main road, or at least one of the main roads. So let me hop in. There we go. And then we are gonna try to connect this to the trailer just like so. Come on, connect. Please don't tell me this doesn't want to connect now. Oh my goodness, I might have the worst luck. Wait, hold on. What if I try this? Oh, there you go. I guess I'll just move the trailer out of the way as well. I'm just gonna park it right in the front of the APM store. So let me just place it right here, and then whoever owns this semi could fix it or move it. I don't know, but that semi has given me so much trouble today. I am so done looking at that. We are about to head out. Let me just quickly pick up these cones since the other guy is no longer gonna be here. His semi is gonna park right down there. Now we just need 2 more cones and the last one. All right, nice. Let me just quickly put these in the back. There we go. And then we are now able to get out of here. Well, I guess able to head over to the mechanic shop, but you guys know. So let's carefully, without any more crashes, head over to the mechanic shop and get this fixed. Or they can fix it because I don't know how to fix it. I have never been a mechanic in my life. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I was a mechanic like last week, but I'll be honest, I barely knew what I was doing. Let's pull into the mechanic shop and get this thing turned around, and then we are gonna pull this thing inside the shop like this. So let me begin by opening these huge doors. These doors are so massive, and then we're gonna back up the semi just a little bit more, like right around here. So let me raise the bed a bit, and then we are gonna drop it to the ground. Honestly, that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna raise it just a tad bit, nothing too much, and then we are gonna throw this truck into neutral, and then we are gonna roll it inside the shop. So let me quickly do this. I'm gonna try to do this. Oh my goodness, that was really fast. Whoops. I did not mean to do that, but let's leave the truck right there. They can get it fixed, and then we are gonna raise and retract the flatbed. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. All right, let me just finish lowering this, and then we have a little surprise, and that surprise is getting the brand new burger. So we are gonna be taking the semi to the truck stop, and meanwhile that we are there, we are gonna fill up on diesel because this is kind of a little bit under quarter of a tank low, so that is gonna help us fill up this flatbed. But you guys know I am a man of my word. I'm gonna step on it, and then we're gonna go really fast to the truck stop because I don't want it to be too late because I do have to go watch my favorite basketball team win, which is the Knicks, since I am from New York. So let's pull in right here. There we go. And then I'm not gonna wait. Actually, do you guys think we can fit here? All right, screw it. Oh my goodness, this is such a tight fit. Look at that. That is insane. All right, let me quickly order the new pickle burger. There we go. Apparently now it has some type of spice, which I'm really excited to test. So I'm gonna pull over right here. Let me carefully back this thing up. Careful. Oh my goodness. Okay, perfect. Let me just quickly turn off my beacons and the amber light bar. All right, there you go. That is now off. Let's quickly find a bench where we can sit down and enjoy our hamburger, our soda, and our fries. Ooh, what is this? It's an ice machine. All right, so it looks like they got some benches over here. Let me come over here. Oh my goodness, this hamburger is so delicious, you guys. We got some chocolate. Actually, you know what? This is soda, not chocolate. And then of course we got the delicious fries. Oh my goodness, what an amazing day, you guys. Even though it didn't go according to plan, we still managed to rescue the lifted truck that we ended up crashing today. But don't worry, you guys, I am fine. I do not feel ill or sick. Look at this. I can still dance. Hey. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Good morning, everyone. It's the second day of becoming rich, and it looks like it's going to be another beautiful day. And we've got a lot of work to do because in the last video, which was yesterday, we managed to make our first $700 by cutting some grass with my friend's lawnmower, which I think he took it to work. I don't see it anywhere. So we still have our rusty old bucket right here. I cannot wait to upgrade this thing, but sadly, maybe in the next video we are gonna have enough money. But if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So in today's agenda is that we're gonna make our way to the trailer store because we have enough money to buy a trailer. We're gonna use all of our money to buy a trailer. Initially, I was going to buy an attachment. I think it's called like a fifth wheel attachment where you can connect like bigger semi trailers on top of like pickup trucks. But the thing is that this truck is pretty much almost done, and putting so much strain onto the engine is probably gonna break it within like an hour. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait till I buy a newer truck and then get that attachment. But for now, we're gonna buy this trailer because we're gonna be doing some super heavy jobs, and we're gonna be helping out a company. I think it's called APM Seed, and we're gonna be helping them transport some of their pallets of seed. So we are here at the trailer store. Let me get this thing parked right around here. I'm gonna turn it off, and let's quickly check out the trailers and see which one we are going to buy today. So we have this huge one, which is kind of out of my budget. This one's over 10 grand. Yeah, this is over my budget. What the heck? Look at this, dude. This is not gonna be useful at all. This one's about like 300 bucks because it is used. It is pretty worn, but I'm not gonna be cutting grass. I am done with that. But next up, we have this trailer right here. This is, oh my goodness, this is also very expensive. It is out of my budget. It is currently over $10,000, which I do not have right now. But look at this. We have this pretty large trailer, or I guess it's a pretty fair in size to say the least. And although it is used, we can actually buy it for $700, which does mean we have to spend all of our money. But that is fine. It's going to pay off in today's episode. Our goal is to make $3,000. So let me get back in the truck and let's get this trailer connected to the rear of this pickup. So let me carefully do this just like so, and boom, we are now connected. Let's make our way to the company so we can start picking up some pallets and get this job done. But my wallet is completely empty. We are now back at $0, but trust me, each pallet we deliver is going to be $500. So the goal is to make $3,000, which I don't think is going to be too much of an issue in today's video. So let's make a left turn on this dirt road because I think the company should be right down here. Let me just quickly check my map just to make sure I am going the right way. And yeah, we're going the right way. Awesome. Let's see, where is this company? Is it this one? No. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's gonna be this one, APM Seed. I think this is gonna be the company that we are going to be kind of like contracting for, if that makes any sense. But here is the warehouse. Let's pull this thing over, turn it off, and let's open up the door and let's see what kind of pallets we're gonna be able to take. Hopefully the pallets do not fall off my trailer because this thing is pretty open. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Look, 1,000. Dude, we can actually make $3,000. We have the perfect amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can actually make 4,000. Awesome. I think I'm gonna try to go for 3,000 because I don't know how much daylight we have. But let me actually hop in the forklift. Let me get this thing turned on and let's start loading up the trailer with these pallets. So let me get the first one connected. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me lower the forks. There we go. Let's raise them a bit and let's get them loaded. Honestly, I should probably back the trailer into the warehouse because it's gonna be way easier. But this works fine as well. So let's raise this and let me carefully load the first pallet into here. Oh, I think this is gonna fit. Unload. Look at that. We got our first pallet. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's get our second pallet. Let me just lower my forks and let me carefully align myself so we can carefully grab this pallet and not break it. Let's get it loaded right next to this one right here. I'm gonna have to raise this a little bit more and let me quickly unload this. There we go. Oh, hopefully that does not fall. I think that's gonna fall. That is going to 100% fall. But let me try to get one more pallet loaded up onto the trailer. But here we have our third pallet. Let's see how this is gonna work. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of afraid that these pallets are gonna end up falling. I'm really hoping they don't. But let me put this one right here. All right, and let's make our way to the farm so we can get these first 3 pallets delivered. So let me carefully leave the forklift parked right here and we will be right back. Let me turn on this bad boy and let's turn around. Good thing the farm is not too far away. Actually, it's probably like 5 minutes away, but we still got those pallets on. I'm gonna drive super slow because I do not want want any of these pallets to fall. So yeah, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna take my sweet time. But if we do the math, then we have 500, 500, 500. We have about $1,500 right here, which is not bad at all. So let's make our turn right here. We're gonna make some good progress. I could just tell. All right, let's make a right turn onto this road, just like so. And let's see, where should we drop these off? I'm not sure where I should drop them off. I think I should just leave them like right here. Yeah, I think I should do that. Hold on, let me throw this in park before I get out again. And oh, look, there's a forklift right here. All right, let's turn it on and let's get these pallets off the trailer. So I'm gonna see how I can wait, is there a ramps right here? Let me see. I want to see if there's ramps. Oh, there is, but I don't know if my forklift is gonna fit here. Let's see. Oh, look at that, it does work. All right, so let's load up the first pallet. Oh, hold on, I think I need to raise it a little bit. All right, let's load up the first pallet right here, and then we're gonna get back on the trailer, get the second one delivered. Oh, what's going on, you guys? So my pallet's kind of glitched and it is now under the trailer, so I'm gonna have to move up a little bit so we can remove that thing. All right, honestly, it does work in a little bit in my favor because now it's gonna be easier to pick this thing up. So let me raise the forks and boom, let's put it right next to this one right here so it can have a little companion. But we are on the last one of the pallets on this trailer, so let me get this one unloaded and we're gonna place it right next to these two right here. So let me click unload and boom, look at that, we got 3 pallets. That means we got paid $1,500 so far, and I'm gonna leave their forklift right here and we're gonna come back because we still gotta do, I think, 1 more or 2 more trips, I'm not sure. But let me hop in, turn this bad boy on, and let's make our way back to the APMC warehouse. Alrighty everyone, we are now back to the APMC company, so let's pull into their driveway. And honestly, I feel like I should just back up because that is going to be easier for us to load up these pallets onto our trailer. So let me carefully do that, just like so, a little bit more, and boom, I think that is going to be perfect. Let's hop out, get in the forklift, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna start loading up this trailer with all these pallets. So let me grab this one, let me raise the forks, and let's place it right about here. Time to unload this bad boy, and look at that, we got our first pallet onto this thing. All right, let's continue with the second one. Lower the forks, and let's see, I'm gonna try to get 4 on here. I feel like if we get 4 pallets on here, we're gonna save so much time. Oh, I can't see. All right, let's unload it right next to this one. Oh, dude, did it just fall through? No way, it just fell through my trailer. I don't know what just happened. All right, pretend that didn't happen, you guys. Let's place it right here, just like so, and let's grab 1 more because I don't think we can fit 2 more on here. One of them already glitched and is under the trailer. Let's continue with putting our third one right in the middle, just like so, and we should be pretty much done with this one. We're gonna make probably 1 more trip and then we should be done. So let's pull this trailer, make sure everything is good, which seems to be holding up. But I think what really scares me is kind of like that little incline because there's a chance that these could slip off. But so far I think we're doing good on time. Let me see, what time is it? Oh my goodness, you guys, it's already 4 p.m. Dude, we gotta hurry up. I'm gonna have to step on this a little bit more. The property is right here, so let's pull into this farm. I really love this property. It reminds me of the one I used to have. All right, so let me turn on my emergency lights, park it right here, and you guys know the drill. Let's throw down the ramps, get back in the forklift, and let me raise the forks because we gotta get the pallet connected. Come on. Oh, there we go, there we go. Let me unload and boom, I think we need 2 more pallets. Let's hope that these actually don't glitch. So let me lower these forks just like so, and I'm gonna place it right next to this one right here. So let's do this, let me unload it, and boom. All right, we got 1 more pallet on this trailer, so let me quickly grab this one, and boom, look at that. I think we're doing really good progress right now. So these two are gonna be 1,000, 1,000, so 2,000, then 500 plus 500, it's going to be $3,000. We are missing, I think, $500 more, which I think we should be able to accomplish it with the last delivery. So let's make our way back to the APMC warehouse and I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty everyone, we are now back to the APMC. So I'm not gonna pull in because the pallet is right there, but we are gonna park right here. Let's hop out, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna hop into our forklift, turn it on. This one's gonna go right here, and while we're at it, we're gonna go and get this last pallet delivered as well. So gonna drop these forks, and boom, we are now pretty much finished with picking up all the pallets from the warehouse, which means we can now park this thing right around here. We're gonna park it, and I should probably lower the forks. I do not want someone's eye to be getting poked out, but boom, park it, engine is off, and let's make our way to the farm so we can get this last delivery finished for today's day. But let's pull out of here. Let's make a turn carefully. Our pallets are still on the trailer, thankfully. As you guys can see, we are here at the last trip that we're gonna be taking, so let's quickly get this job done. I'm gonna quickly reverse this thing, and let me actually turn on the lights. And oh, hold on, I had to quickly open up the ramp ramps. Boom, we got one, and we need one more, you guys, and we're gonna be done with this job. Yo, this job has been pretty exhausting, I'm not gonna lie, but I see an open space right here, so let's drop it off right on this corner next to every single one, and boom, shakalaka. I don't know what that means, but we are now done delivering all the pallets. Look at this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and that is going to be $4,000 in our pockets. So let me actually pull up my ramps, and that is going to give us enough money for tomorrow, and it's going to help us get one step closer to becoming rich in APM, because remember, the goal is to become the richest player in APM, and trust me, I am going to do that. Alrighty everyone, we are now back at the house, or I guess my shed, but I'm gonna leave my trailer somewhere around here. I think I'm just gonna park it to the side. I don't think it should be too much of a disturbance, but let's get it disconnected, and we're gonna leave our pickup right next to the tree right there where we got it today. So let me carefully turn into here. I'm gonna reverse because I'm pretty good at this game. I think we are now officially done with today. Look at the sun. Look at the sun, you guys. Don't stare too long. And home sweet home. Yeah, it's not too much of a home. Hopefully tomorrow we can have enough money to buy our own small house or even a brand new car, which I'm not gonna tell you guys. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today is going to be our first day of becoming a U-Haul driver. So we're gonna go and help out a citizen because he's gonna end up moving out of his house and moving to a different one. We were hired to become their U-Haul driver. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we have our work truck right here. Look how beautiful this thing is looking. Oh my goodness, I just had a wash, and look how shiny this thing is. Oh lord. All right, let me hop in. Oh wait a minute, I forgot to close my door. Oh, okay, it's locked. Never mind. I'm a little bit paranoid, you guys. I'm a little bit paranoid, but let me turn on this bad boy on, and let's start making our way to the implement store, which is going to be located right here, so we can pick up this U-Haul truck, because right now I do not have this U-Haul truck. So we're gonna make our way over there. But look how beautiful today is, a beautiful and sunny day. I'm so happy that the snow has officially gone, and we pretty much have everything back to normal. Look at all the water, because I think last month I think that thing was still frozen, but everything is back to normal. But we have a stop sign right here, so let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here, and we are now officially back into the city. Wait a minute, do I need gas? No, it looks like I have a full tank of gas, so I'm not gonna go pass by and get gas right now, but we are gonna make our way. Wait a minute, where is the implement store? Oh, it's right here. I kind of got confused for a second. I thought I had passed it, but it was a mechanic shop. But let's pull in right here, and look at this. This is gonna be the U-Haul truck that we're gonna be taking today. So let me get this thing parked right here. All right, let me just make sure I don't hit post. And oh, that is so bad. That is so bad. All right, let me turn this bad boy on, and look, can I change the drivetrain? Oh, I can. Awesome. What's this? What? Amber lights? I don't think I'm gonna need this. I'm just gonna be a U-Haul for today. All right, let's make a turn right here, just like so, and we're gonna make a left turn on this intersection, and we're gonna officially make our way to the property. So let's turn on our blinkers like so. And honestly, this property is kind of far away. Oh, hold on, let me be careful. I don't want to be going off the road, but let me show you guys where the property is. It's gonna be all the way over here, this property right here. I'm pretty excited. Honestly, I do not know what kind of stuff we're gonna be moving today. And oh my goodness, I forgot the ramps. I need ramps. No way. I need to make an emergency U-turn right here. I forgot to pick up the ramps, because how else are we gonna load up the things on the back of the trailer? All right, let me turn off my emergency light, and let's make our way to the tool store. I think it's called the RP tool store. So we're gonna make our way back, and I'm kind of stepping on it because we're already kind of doing bad on time, and the sun is already about 11 a.m. So let me make a right turn right here, and then we're gonna make a left and pull into the little center right here. And okay, let me just quickly park right here. Let me just turn on my let me just turn on my emergency lights, open this bad boy on, and honestly, I don't know which kind of ramps we're gonna need, but I'm gonna be safe, and I'm gonna take both of these. And oh, there we go. And yeah, this is one of them, and this is a second one. All right, so let's go over here. Gonna go to the side, close that, and oh my goodness, you guys, this is so heavy. All right, let me put this this one in the back. Oh, like so. And oh my goodness, I forgot to put this one to the back as well. This is so heavy like that. All right, it's now in the back of the box truck, and we can now make our way out of here. Let me just quickly back up. Beep beep. All right, like that, and let's get out of here. We can now make our way to the property. And oops, I forgot to turn on my blinkers, but it's okay. There is no one here today, so you guys know the drill. I'm gonna step on this thing so fast. Honestly, this is actually, yo, this thing is moving. We're almost hitting 120 miles per hour. Yo, this is crazy. All right, we have a dirt road right here that we gotta make a left turn. So let me turn on the blinkers just like so, and the house should be down this road. Let's keep a watch out on where it is. And okay, so it's not this one, it's gonna be on the right side. Let's see. I feel like we're super close. Wait a minute, is it this one? I think it's gonna be this one. All right, let me no, let me back up a little bit. I almost ended up missing completely the entrance. All right, let's go onto the dirt road, or I guess this is not a dirt road. They have concrete. They're pretty modernized. But anyways, it looks like one of the first things we're gonna be taking is this really old lawnmower. Look at how old this thing is. All right, we're gonna be taking this lawnmower. So let me open the back of the box truck and let me take out the ramps. I'm gonna take out the big ones. I'm gonna get this thing closer because I don't know the distance I should put the ramp. So I'm gonna place this one right here, and then I think this one is gonna go right there. So let me hop on and let me load up the lawnmower. Look at this. Oh, a little bit back, and awesome. We have the lawnmower loaded up on the back of the U-Haul box. Honestly, I should have used like a different trailer, but I think that is going to work fine. Let's remove the ramps and close up the doors because we're gonna make our way to his new property and get this thing delivered, and we're gonna come back and pick up the last item he has secretly hiding in that garage right there. Hold on, let me show you guys right there in that garage. So let's make our way over there. But so far this job has been pretty easy. Honestly, it's gonna be the easiest $500 of my life because that is going to be the amount that I will be getting paid with this job. And by the way, you guys, some of you guys have been asking where the Discord link is, and it's going to be in my YouTube bio. So it's going to be there, and I think I have made a little YouTube post as well for you guys to join. I've been talking with a lot of you guys. You guys have been very nice, very kind, and honestly the best people I could ever ask for. So oh my goodness, that was a giant bump. But anyways, let's continue with delivering these. As you guys can see, his brand new house is right up here. So let me turn, and we're gonna make one more turn right here. And oh my goodness, we gotta go up this hill. Oh, come on, step on it, step on it. You can do it. And here is his house right here. All right, let me get this thing turned around, and we're gonna get it unloaded. Where should we unload this? I think we should just leave it like at his front yard or something like that. I think that is going to be fine. I forgot to turn off my engine, but let's open up the doors. And oh my goodness, I hit my head. Let's put the first one and the second ramp right there, and we can now unload this bad boy out of here. So let me turn on this thing, and there we go. Oh, ooh, should we cut his grass? Actually, no, I should charge him for that. But we're gonna get this thing parked right up front, and we're gonna get out of here because we're gonna remove the ramps, close up everything, and oh, hold on, let me put on the ramps, and we're gonna go pick up the second and last item for today, and then we're gonna be done with this U-Haul job because the sun is going down pretty fast. What time is it? Oh my goodness, you guys, it's already 4 p.m. All right, let's go. Let's stop, turn on our blinkers, and let's get out of here. Ooh, it looks like the drag strip is right here. Why is it always empty, you guys? Every time I come by, the drag strip is always empty. What the heckers? Alrighty, everyone, we are now back to the guy's property. We're gonna pull into his driveway, and we're gonna get this thing turned around so we can set up the ramps and unload, or I guess load the second thing he's got right here. I actually don't know what it is, so I'm really excited to see what it is. We put the truck in park and turned it off, so let's actually open up the garage and let's see what it actually is. And oh my goodness, no way, this is from the army, I think. I don't know, it's got like an army like decal going on, but this thing is so cool. I wonder if this thing can go in the water. I think it can. Look at this thing. Yo, wait, can this thing spin? Oh my yo, this is crazy. Look at this. Oh, let me go this way. Oh no, I'm getting dizzy now. All right, so let me close this bad boy. How do I close this? Oh, it's right here. Wait, hold on, I'm very curious right now. I want to test this thing out. Let's I don't think he's home, so hopefully he does not know. All right, let's go down here and test it out. I wonder if it can go in the water. And oh, it can. Look at this, it can drive in the water. Look at this. Yo, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Yo, I want one of these. How much is this? Does anyone know in the comments how much this thing is? I really want one. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get this thing loaded up because the sun is going down. Oh, am I stuck here? Oh no, that would have been a scary situation. Wait a minute, I think he's home. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Oh, I think he was home. I swear on my mama, the TV was on. All right, let me turn this on and let's get out of here. Let me spin the rule of this thing. Let me just align it just like so, and let's put the ramps. Well, I guess let me get the ramps out. So I think I'm gonna put these smaller ramps. I think it should be good. So we're gonna put them like so. And oh my goodness, this thing is so hard to maneuver. All right, I'm gonna go. Oh no, do not mess up. This thing is not mine. All right, let's get this thing loaded up. And oh no. Okay, you know what, we're gonna put the bigger ramps. Let's put the bigger ramps. We're not gonna put these. All right, so let's switch them out. Stop making my life so hard. Okay, so now we can get an idea on where to put the ramp. So we're gonna put the ramp right there, and then the second one is gonna go right there. All right, so we are now ready to put this ATV thing right on the back of our U-Haul truck, and I think that is going to work. Let me just make sure everything is good. Oh my goodness. And yeah, it looks like everything is good. Actually, hopefully I am not too out. If I am, then I am gonna have to readjust the ATV. But okay, moment of truth, it looks like it's all nice and ready. So let me put these ramps on the back of the box truck, and now it's time to make our way to his new property so we can finally be finished with his job. So let's make a left turn right there, and let's stop on it, you guys. Let's see how fast this thing can go again. Maybe downhill we can hit 120, and we did 130. Oh, we can't hit 130. All right, we imagine just driving down the road and you just see this thing fly by, a giant U-Haul truck. That's so funny. All right, let's slow down because we have a dirt road right here, and but we are now back pretty much to his property. So let's pull right into his driveway right here, and let's go up and let's finally be finished with his job. So let me turn right here just like so, and we're gonna open up his garage. So let me open this bad boy and open up the back of this box truck. And before I do forget, I want to put up the ramps, take them. Oh my goodness, I always hit my head. Ouch, I have head injuries. I always hit my head. All right, so let me hop in and let's get this thing unloaded into the garage. All right, look at that, we are now loaded up in the garage. Let me just close the garage. I'm so small. Take up the ramps just like so, throw them in the back, and let's get out of here because we are now done with our job. Now we have one last task, and that is to drop this thing off back at the implement store. But with the magic and the power of editing, I'm gonna be there in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the implement store. Let me get this thing parked up. I'm gonna try to do a better job than I did when I parked my truck, because look at this thing. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so embarrassed. What the heck? I'm surprised I did not get a ticket or get this thing towed. But we're gonna make our way to the church. So right here, just like so. I don't think I've ever been to a church. I've always wanted to check this place out, and oh my goodness, look at this, it's so beautiful in here. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another video. And today's video, we're gonna be delivering, well, first we have to pick up the biggest semi in APM, and then we gotta deliver this to a warehouse that is located in the city. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Let's begin with the video. So we're gonna be taking I don't know, I really want to take my work truck today because this thing is a complete beast. Look at this thing, it's even got 2 tires in the rear from each side. But I kind of want to have fun. Let's take the TRX because I don't think I've driven this in a while. I think the last time I drove this thing was probably in 4 videos ago. So it's been quite a while since we've taken this thing on a job, and this job is gonna pay me around, oh, I missed my turn. Hold on, let me turn right here. This job is going to pay me at least $2,000. Yeah, this thing is gonna be quite the profitable and nice paying job. But anyways, our first task is to make our way to the warehouse so we can pick up a trailer and the semi. Thankfully, it is going to be located right there, so we don't have to be traveling too much today. We just got to pick up these 2 things up, and then we're gonna make our way and get this huge semi and bring it back. But our main goal is to do this within 1 hour. We only have 1 hour, so I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible because there's also going to be a huge update in Southern Mudding, or at least that's what I've heard. If not, then I'm probably still gonna make an update video on it. Anyways, we are here at the warehouse. As you guys can see, this is Tenny's, or Tenny. I'm not sure if you guys can see because of the sun, but Tenny, like I said, quite a weird name. I'm not sure where that comes from or what it means, but I'm gonna park my truck right around here. I'm thinking about parking it right up front. We're gonna leave it over here. Yeah, let's park it. Oh my goodness, whoops, I think I broke their window. Yeah, let me just park this thing and get out of here. All right, park this thing and let's go. Whoops, yeah, I completely ended up damaging the front window. All right, let's find the semi and the trailer. So far, oh, never mind, now that I speak of it, the trailer seems to be right here, so we're gonna be using this trailer. This thing is humongous. Oh my goodness, how many tires and wheels does this thing have? 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Dude, this thing is humongous. This thing has 6 in the back, and then I'm guessing the semi should be right around here. I was right. I was 100% right. The semi is going to be right here. Honestly, this is my favorite semi in APM. I think my favorite first semi has to be the new one with a flatbed. Dude, that semi is pretty nice looking. But let me hop in. We're gonna be turning on our beacons just like so. And let me close my garage. Well, I guess the garage as we leave. So now we just gotta slowly back into this thing. I'm gonna try to connect it without damaging anything. So that should be good right there. First try, and we are now connected to the trailer. Look at this thing. You can actually also turn on the extender. Look, I'm gonna press it in 3, 2, and 1. Look at that. These are the extenders. Just in case you guys are hauling anything bigger, like one of those farm tractors or something like that, you can use these. Or even the monster truck. You can put this, and it helps putting the monster truck on this trailer. But I'm gonna hop into the semi. We're gonna turn this thing on, and let's start making our way to the gas station, because that is going to be the location the semi is going to be at. So let's start making our way over there. It looks like we are almost like 20 minutes into the job, so it looks like we have about 40 minutes to finish this job. So let's hurry up and make our way to the gas station. But if you guys are excited for tomorrow's video, make sure you guys are subscribed, because tomorrow is the day when APM is going to have another update. So I'm really excited. I don't know what the update is going to be about, but I will make a video on it tomorrow morning. But anyways, we just gotta go all the way straight, all the way towards the end of the map, and then we're gonna be able to see the gas station. Let me just check my map. Yes, we are going the right direction, and okay, it looks like we are going the right direction. But they should remodel this thing, in my opinion, because this thing is quite old in the inside. I feel like they could put some like cabin lights that we could turn on. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. But anyways, I see the gas station in the distance. That means we are getting really close. So I'm gonna start slowing down, and I'm gonna turn on my blinkers, because we're gonna make a left turn right here. All right, let's pull in. Oh no, this is gonna be a headache. This is so long. All right, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And it looks like the trailer is going to be, I mean, did I just say trailer? The semi is going to be right here. So I'm thinking about parking this thing kind of like straight parallel, and then parking the semi on top of it. So this is going to be quite the tedious job. So let me carefully do this. I'm gonna back up. I'm kind of rusty. It's been a while since I've driven these huge trailers, and I think that is going to be perfect. All right, let me turn off the truck, and I'm gonna quickly disconnect this from this side. I was getting confused. From this side, there we go. And then we're just gonna pull forward, so then we're gonna be able to load up the semis. I think this should be good right here, and then we can finally hop in the semi. So let me hop in, and we turn the thing, and oh my goodness, this thing looks so good. Honestly, maybe this one looks way better than that one. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Let me back this thing up, and let's get this thing finally loaded onto the trailer. Well, you know what? Let me actually reverse into this thing. When we unload the semi, it's gonna be way much easier to take it off if we are parked like this. So let me carefully do this. We don't have to put the extenders, which is fine. Dude, oh my goodness, I already messed up. All right, let me do this one more time, just like so, and perfect. I'm gonna try to park it right here, and look at that. We have the longest semi in APM loaded up on the trailer. We can now take this to the warehouse. You guys might have seen it, and now we can hop into our semi. There we go, and finally get this thing connected. So I'm gonna carefully do this. I think I just back up straight, and come on, first try. Come on, it's not connecting. Come on. Oh my goodness, there we go. Let's give it a 360 check just to make sure everything is nice and safe and secure. All right, this side is strapped down, this side is strapped down. All right, nice. I think we are now ready to make our way over to the warehouse. I just wanted to be safe, make sure this semi wasn't flying down the mountain when we make a turn. So let me hop in, turn this thing on, and let's make our way to the warehouse. I am so grateful that everything has been going super smooth. I mean, so far. Let me knock on wood and make sure that nothing actually happens. But we're gonna make a huge turn. Oh my goodness, are we gonna hit it? Are we gonna hit the side? Oh my goodness, look at that. We almost ended up hitting the side of the store. Look at that. Yo, I am one of the best players in APM. Look at this. I can barely fit through this. Oh, yo, that is crazy. All right, let me hop into the semi, and let's continue with our journey, or I guess delivering this thing. So let me hop in. Let's turn on my blinkers, because I'm gonna make a right turn right here. So looks like there is no traffic, and let's make our super wide turn. Oh my goodness, this is super scary. Oh, we kind of hit the stop sign. Whoops, sorry. No one saw that. You guys, don't tell anyone that I ended up hitting the stop sign. All right, we can now make our way to the warehouse, which is going to be located right around here. And let me check on time. We have about 15 minutes to go. So we're gonna step on the gas. Come on, let's go, because we gotta turn in the semi on time. I also have to do some other jobs in APM. I'm kind of low on money, but that's because I still need to pay out my TRX. Alrighty, we have the intersection coming up, so we gotta start slowing down, because this thing is heavy. Like, I'm talking about really heavy. All right, let's turn right here. Let's see if we can do this in the first try. Oh, no, we cannot do it on the first try. I spoke way too soon. All right, let's now try this one more time. And all right, nice. We're gonna have to go off-roading a little bit, but that is fine because we have successfully turned, and it looks like the server is very empty. Where is everyone? What happened to everyone? I'm all alone in the city, so make sure to like and subscribe. It means so much to me. And let's see, where is the warehouse? Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness, I'm such a noob. Alrighty, everyone, we have the warehouse right here, and oh my goodness, look at my truck. Does my truck not look really good? It does, but I'm not sure if I should back into this thing or I should just go through. I think it's gonna look cooler if I back into it. All right, let me do that then. If I'm gonna get more aura, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have to pull into here so we can back into the garage, or I guess this warehouse that I was talking about. So it looks like I am straight in the middle. Dude, I am so crooked. But before I actually fix myself, let me open up the garage right here, the door. So let me do that, and then yeah, I gotta fix this thing. I'm gonna end up hitting the pole right here. So I think I have to pull a little bit forward first, and then I'm gonna be able to back into this thing. So let me fix myself, and then we're gonna be able to finally pull in. And I'm not sure if I have to open up the other door because this thing is super long and I don't want it to hit the door. So honestly, I think this is going to work fine. All right, let me turn this thing off and let's check how close we are to the door. And oh dude, we actually have quite a space. All right, before we actually unload this huge semi, we're gonna disconnect it from here, and then I'm gonna be able to move forward with this. All right, so then we can have the ability to take off the semi. But it looks like we are running out of time. We have right around 5 minutes, so let me hop in and let's quickly unload this semi like so. And I'm gonna back right next to the trailer and do this. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looked like one of the best semis. Just look at the design. It's got gold stripes, a nice blue color with some gray on top. Yo, this thing has a crazy color combination. But we can now finally hop right back in the semi, get it connected, and drop it off at, actually, you know what, we actually picked it up right here, so yeah, we can just drop it off here. But first, let me just get it connected first, back up, and all right, nice, we got this thing connected back to the trailer. And now this is going to be the hard part, because now we have to reverse and drop it off right here where my mouse is. So let's carefully do this. Let's see how good I am. If I can't do this, then I am not the best at APM, but let's see and find out right now on our first try. Can we do this? All right, everything's so good so far. All right, and now we just turn right here, kind of angle it, and oh no, I have to fix myself. All right, you guys, I think I am not the goat. I'm so sad now. Alrighty, I am almost finished dropping this trailer off. I just gotta make sure I am straight. All right, and perfect. All right, we can now disconnect this thing. I forgot to turn off my semi. Anyways, let me disconnect it from the back. There we go, and we can now hop in so we can drop this thing off right around here. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop it off right here. Dude, this is so easy and convenient. Good thing I didn't close it. But I'm gonna back into this thing carefully. I'm gonna turn off the beacons, and we have finally dropped off our semi and dropped off the longest semi in APM into this gigantic warehouse. We can now go and alrighty everyone, but if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.